Hey, I'm not late. Niners. See, fam, I felt there's no way you're going to continue to abuse your family today. It's Sunday. Get it right. Get your ass in there. Okay. I know, Ronbo, man, you ain't got no, don't be asking for no props, man. One time ain't gonna make up for 25 others that you came dragging ass in. I know. I see, I police myself when I'm screwing up like this. Goes all the way back to when my mom was teaching me as a child. Don't make me have to make you mine. She's really with mine. I don't really do that, man. Why should I make you mine? Watch yourself. Remember, the Lord is watching you. My mama, the Lord is always watching. I had a feeling he really was, too, because I used to think, how did she know that I did this? Okay, anyway, Smooth, what is up, fam? Oh! It's been kicked around all over the league, as you noticed, going through the dailies. Is Mac Jones expendable? The trading Mac Jones for picks only, though, could be a counterproductive move in my way of thinking. Just get rid of Jones. What would be the repercussions? Weigh that with the benefits. There's possibilities in both directions, but man, I want to run that by you tonight and see what your feeling is. As was expected, Niners quarterback QB2 Mac Jones had a season that several teams around the NFL would immediately upgrade the roster with an addition of Jones. It would be that. See, the thought of that alone makes me, am I going to upgrade nobody else's roster? I mean, I was like, okay, yeah, we need him. Jones proved during the 2025 season that he is indeed a first-round pick. And when I look back during that draft, weeks before the draft, man, people were furious. They were just furious. We ain't getting no Mac Jones. Mac Jones didn't give me another Jimmy G. No, wait a minute. I stayed out of it. And the candidates were, of course, it's. Meanwhile, San Francisco does have obvious holes in their current roster, even with the return of some high quality starters coming back from injury in 2026. Now, to add to the level of draft picks, Jones could possibly fetch guys that really could help the Niners roster. However, like all draft picks, fam, it would be hit or miss. What is the percentages of kids coming out of school, going to the NFL, getting hit in the mouth, and finally find out who they really are? The percentage is over half. You don't need to play the percentages in this situation. Jones is a proven hit. Jones provides a comfort luxury at the QB2 position, backing up QB1 Brock Purdy for Shanahan's offense, which is extremely important. Anybody just can't come in like analysts say, oh, man, you can plug any quarterback into that offense and it'll be fine. No, it's been proven how many times that is BS. All right? Shanahan's offense is extremely complicated. It takes a lot of reps to get it right. Quarterbacks have to throw into spots. Receivers have to be there. There is a time frame from the beginning of that process till when it finally looks like it's right. That people don't understand football analysts, the worst ones, you just don't get it. It's not like that. Mac has got it down after about, it took him first few months of the season, like when he first got here. But, that was clearly the case during the 2025 season as Jones successfully guided the Niners to an 8-3, a backup winning 8 out of 11, and kept us in the running for the NFC West title. And a lot of people, how they was talking. Hey, Brock, take your time, Brock. Take your time, baby. Brock was there. Yeah, in fact, that may have been the reason why Brock Purdy came in and played better football than we've seen him play the entire time he's been with us. And he has not played poorly the entire time he's been with us. But last year, he came off, man. Brock was, whoa. Brock's out there. Hey, y'all, look, man, don't be trying to kick me to no curb, man. I like Mac Jones as much as anybody else. I'm Brock Purdy, damn it. So uh, and Mac did this while Brock was nursing that stubborn turf toe. To the phones, fam, for your take on a possible Mac Jones trade deal that could prove to be pivotal one way or another for the Niners' 2026 chances for a successful season. Ooh, heating up. 49ers are already picked to do well next season. How well? You got that third place schedule in the division coming up. See, Rudy Fool is always talking about, you get third place, Niners. We got the same record as you. Yeah, it's a third place. The fuck? For now, Rudy, you're right. I'll take that third place schedule and the third place that you have struggled with mathematically. Fam, look at a couple of some of these deals involving Mac Jones just a little perspective to the situation, and then make a decision when I get on the phone, which will be very shortly. The Steelers deal is out there. Jones had clearly proven that he can succeed in the NFL, so he is legit. Now the Steelers knew this, and the question on many minds is: will the Niners trade Jones this offseason for draft picks or veteran to fill a position of need? Media folks are projecting in one case that the Niners could trade Jones to the Steelers for their 2026 sixth-round pick and edge Nick Herbig. So we get the 2026 round pick at 6. If they move it to 5, the 49ers' magic number in the draft has always been 5. I mean, 2026 sixth-round pick and edge Nick Herbig. Nick is 24 years old, 7.5 sacks last season, but has been progressing since his rookie year. He started out his first year 3 sacks. He had 7.5 last year. He's one of those guys that's still ascending. He's only 24. He's on a rookie contract. Well, he's end of his year. I don't know. He's 3 years. Yeah, he's on his last year. He's an expiring contract, basically. I'm playing the devil's advocate. I'm going to tell you how I feel about this whole thing. But think about that for a minute. 24-year-old, 7.5 sacks. He's still a rookie. Well, he's not a rookie, but he's still a youngster that could continue to get better. You see, the Niners had one of the worst pass rushers in the league last season. Herbig would be a decent addition to the team, but teams are going to try to play us foul for Mac Jones because they're going to believe that the 49ers are in desperation mode to do something about that piss-poor pass rush. And I mean, it just stunk. Meanwhile, but we had reasons, I know, Mac. I mean, people were out, but still, the fact of the matter is, good God, that was embarrassing. Meanwhile, the Steelers, they could need a quarterback if Aaron Rodgers decides not to return for the 2020 season. Boy, Steve, you got my sympathy on that. Rodgers, that boy, drama queen, mother. Aaron ruins lives nowadays, though. His offseason antics, when it comes to make a decision, he's got to drag it through the media. He's got to go get on various shows and talk about it. Meanwhile, the people are waiting for him. Aaron, we called you, left messages, hundreds of messages. Are you going to answer or what? Now, see, this is what I'm saying. The Steelers probably, if they can get Mac, they'll just stop calling Aaron. I mean, they would. Now, the deal should go through. The Niners would go into the season with 2026 draft pick Curtis Rourke, Adrian Martinez as their backup, as they're both already on the roster and been training in the system for a good while. They also could search for another veteran in free agency or a draft pick this year. I don't know who they draft, and I doubt if they would draft anybody, but you know what they would do. But maybe not because it's too late. I mean, it's too soon. Enter Kirk Cousins. Fam, Kirk Cousins will be here in a heartbeat. The minute if the 49ers get rid of Mac, that would be the plan. You can send him his helmet and clothes right now. The Vikings deal. Niners will receive number 82 pick, a third rounder, and a conditional selection that begins as a fourth-round pick, but could escalate as high as second round based on playing time. Some believe the fluidity in this deal or structure is exactly what the San Francisco 49ers should want if it considers moving MJ. There's some scary deals out there, Phil. Don't assume nothing, because Kyle and John, man. No, we'll examine any deal. If it knocks our socks off, oh sure. If it's gonna make this team better, that's what we're gonna do. The debate should be whether a third is enough for Jones, and to get the third with the chance to also get the chance to add more. Kind of has some appeal to it, doesn't it? The Vikings have concerns about J.J. McCarthy. A, he's still unproven. B, durability concerns. C, if Jones were to step in and play significant snaps, that conditional pick climbing in the second round becomes very realistic, because Mac ain't going to mess up. 49ers are going to think about that. There's a lot of deals. I looked at some that really, For the 49ers, turning Mac Jones into a potential day 2 haul that would include a second-round pick. Oh, God, that would be tempting, because John and Kyle think they think they know what they're doing when it comes to the draft. But this is something I wish they'd just leave it alone, John. Just leave it alone. I'm actually worried about this one, fam. And then there's a Jets deal. Why should the Jets pursue Jones if he's going to cost them draft capital? I mean, this is a team that needs to start erase everything. Change the name of your team. Move to another city or county or something. Jets, it's been going on for too long. You've not shown any promise. I mean, and you're in New York, where people are just brutal. How do you stand it? I'm surprised you're not throwing things at people when they come into the facility. Wouldn't they be better off, though, trying to sign someone in free agency as opposed to sending out valuable assets? That's the question, right? Number one, after the Raiders take Fernando Mendoza, you probably shouldn't use a first-round pick on a quarterback this year, right? I mean, Mac Jones may be one of the better QB options for the Jets in 2026, of course, but the Jets can't have too many back-to-back seasons. See, this is the gamble. Like I said, your draft pick is maybe not. Justin Fields, Trey Lance, a whole lot of guys. Oh, God, the maestro of it all. Who the Jets pick up? That Wilson kid? Zach. Good Lord, number 2 and a fail. But then again, remember, he went to the Jets. Zach Wilson could be the next Joe Montana. He just needed to hell up out of New York. That's why the 49ers were talking about bringing him. There was rumor that Zach was going to come to San Francisco. Remember, I saw that and I panicked. Sweat started pouring off my head. I said, man, why? Oh, this is a media bull. No way. You can't judge that way. We just seen the New York Jets quarterback from years ago win the damn Super Bowl. Mind you, it was not all about him. But it was enough about him that you got to wonder, what the hell is going on in New York? And you know what, fam? The Jets, oh, God, they can't have too many back-to-back seasons. Like, new head coach, right? Fresh out of Detroit. Aaron Glenn debuted in 2025 as he gets a 3-14 record. Aaron gets to do that one more time. That's it. Can you imagine the frustration and the fear? You left Detroit. Yeah, I don't know what they were paying you, but you're probably comfortable. Now you'll be looking for a job. You know what, though? He'll get a job as a DC minutes after that. So. But Mac J is both young, seasoned, and coming from Kyle Shanahan. Oh, that's got to be. Whoa! Because I know if I was looking, I'd say, man, Mac, I mean, to do the season, Mac looked like a quarterback who could elevate those around him when he was starting in place of Purdy. He just really did. All the things you attribute to a quality quarterback, he displayed. I mean, he could elevate those around him when he was starting in place of Purdy. In Week 5, the Niners faced division champs on a Thursday night. I told you that week. Man, this is bad. Maybe we'll get our ass killed. Ain't nobody gonna show up to play, but how we gonna do? Shit. Mac Jones, baby. Mac Jones. Niners missing multiple key players due to injury. Walk back with me on this, fam, because I love reminiscing on this game. No George Kittle. No Brandon Ayuk. No Ricky Pearsall. No Juwan Jennings. I'm sitting there watching the game in the first quarter crying my eyes out. I hate this team with such a passion. Why do they get this kind of advantage? I'm like, God damn it. Pretty soon, Jones took a furious physical beating during the game and was stretched out on the field, spitting up blood. It didn't matter. It's prime time. And Mac showed up to show out. 33 of 49 pass attempts completed for 342 yards, 2 TDs, not one turnover. Not one. And the Shams are hitting them hard left and right. The offensive line they became better in the second half. But in the beginning, the offensive line just wasn't getting it done. That's why I said later on in the season, that Shams front line defense, they get tired in the second half, don't they? And they did that day. When the dust settled, 49ers 26-23, overtime victory. Kyrie Williams sitting on the bench in a heap crying his eyes out. He had just got blasted, took the ball out of his hands. 49ers win. See, fam, that's what leaders do, y'all. Jones proves beyond a shadow of any doubt he doesn't need the perfect circumstances to win. And that could happen to the 49ers over and over, and it has in the past. Yeah. How bad do the Jets need Mac Jones? Look at the Jets. I'm talking about a very hot mess. If Mrs. Jones' baby boy can make things work to the success, all he had was Kendrick Bourne as a top wide receiver. He could most likely do the same with Garrett Wilson and maybe even more. The Jets are liable to offer the farm. And with the Jets' options being limited in the draft this year, a veteran bridge, even that is their best course of action. And Jones is just as good as any of the other options out there already. So I don't want to lose him. Mac could be the guy the Jets need to stabilize their quarterback room anyway in 2026. How far the Jets are willing to go for Jones is the question mark. Sign and trade for Brees. Oh! How much longer are we going to have Christian at that level? And if anything, I'm retired Christian from the running back workload position, and I'm putting him all over the field. I could use Christian for the next 3 or 4 seasons as a man. He's that way. He takes care of himself. Just coming out of slot for receiving, spelling Brees for a little bit here and there. Just can sign and trade for Brees, include a 3rd-round pick. Uh-oh. Fam, you know what, though? A lot of analysts are saying the same thing, too. You only trade a Mac if you know you have a backup that's going to be able to be somewhat capable to play as well as Mac J. That should be the bottom line. Niners Healthy are indeed a Super Bowl caliber team this next coming up in here. Shut up, Rudy. And you don't throw your insurance policy away because you're feeling good about your future on this day, not even knowing what it holds, right? You got a great team, but if Brock goes down, it's over. If Mac ain't home. Imagine the 49ers had Mac J that year. The Eagles broke Brock's arm at the elbow. Josh Johnson does not come in the game. We're going to the goddamn Super Bowl. I really believe that. Mac would not have came in and cowered and would look like a deer in headlights. I sincerely believe that. So, Shanahan knows he needs somebody he can trust. And if Purdy gets hurt, he can come in and win 2 or 3 games or more. Man. Don't you? That's where I stand. Okay, I just want you to let you know up front. I ain't interested in no Mac Jones deals. You just ain't. We got to work around that. And he stays, period, in my mind. Convince me otherwise, so I'm ready for that. Oh, fam, one last deal I want to run across you just to think about. Chase Sr. Chat Sports. Who wins this trade, fam? 49ers receive Max Crosby and a 2027 5th-round pick. Raiders receiving 49ers first-round pick this year, a very talented Ricky Pearsall for rookie quarterback Fernando Mendoza to work with, and a second-round pick in 2027. Yo, there's going to be some tempting things going on out there, fam. What's good and what's not good? Have you seen any deals that made you say, damn? But it's the fear of pushing that button to send that rocket. Oh. 49 Brian says the Bears are moving to Indiana. You know what? Seriously, Brian, is that a joke? I heard about that. The weather's not as treacherous. Matty! Oh, Matty.
Hey, buddy. Ronbo.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not a joke. The Bears are really moving. The mayor was talking on TV the other day, that piece of steamy ass shit. And he was talking, and it's like he just deflects the blame. And it's like, man, he's like, the Bears should really stay here. And it's like, well, man, how about you work with them a little bit? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Curious.
This is outrageous. What is the NFL going to do without the monsters of the Midway staying in the Midway? What? Oh.
Yep. Right.
I don't know.
We'll see. I think it's kind of funny.
It is. It's hilarious. What's the world come to? No football in Chicago? Ah.
I know, huh?
Oh.
Nope, no football in Chicago. Who would have thought?
Man, I got to tell you, what I'm more worried about is no Mac Jones in San Francisco. Mac, what do you think about any trade deals? Is anything out there that you've seen appealing to you to the point where you're going to change your mind and say, okay, we'll take that deal?
Nothing at the moment, really. And I definitely don't want to get rid of Mac Jones. I mean, if he's going to go, man, like I think, well, it's like, if the Raiders are going to give up Max Crosby, they're going to give up. They want more than what he's worth. I think we need to get more than what Mac's worth. So.
Mac Jones, now you throw him into this equation, but Mark, the evil Davis, he would try to strip the Niners butt naked of assets. I mean, he would just tear us apart. And that would just be, he'd be laughing his ass off. Because quite frankly, does he really care? I mean, if Mac leaves, he's fine. He's used to losing. He's got a new guy there. He can start over. And then we'd be like the Detroit, like Denver. Who helped them build the team they had recently? That was the Hawks. Denver, they gave the Hawks the farm for Russell Wilson. Gotta be careful of that.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, it was ridiculous. That was way not worth it.
Wow.
Where is Russell Wilson? Is he going to retire?
Good question. He was with the Giants, last I remember.
That's right.
And Sierra was telling him that if we leave New York, you can go. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know what's going on. He should retire. I mean, no point going out looking.
You think so, man?
Yeah, go out looking like a chump.
Nope. But should have just left Seattle and rode off into the sunset. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the 49ers do in the offseason. I mean, I would like to see offensive line people really implemented this offseason, but you know how that's going to go. So
man, somebody. Do they have a good offensive line? And the Vikings have a decent offensive line, don't they? Oh, they got a center we want to get.
That'd be nice.
See,
that'd be real nice, wouldn't it?
Are some tempting things that could make the 49ers push that button. And like I say, Kirk Cousins would come in 5 minutes after that deal was made. The 49ers would have made that deal in advance. I don't know.
True story.
I don't know. Kyle's got to calm down about Kirk.
Oh yeah, no, he's had a hard on for that guy for a while.
Way too long.
Um,
It would be his
I don't
dream
know.
come
I
true.
think we just if we can get something decent for Ricky, I say maybe get rid of him. But I wouldn't mind seeing him stay, man. Maybe we'll get more games out of him this season.
Oh no, that's a pure soul.
Maybe find some decent receivers in the later part of the draft.
Yeah, holy, man.
So
Puka Nakua came out of what, 4th round, something crazy like that. They're out
George.
there. Yeah, you just gotta. Well, JJ.
I mean, I know he's a tight end, but still.
George. Yeah, but no,
JJ,
there's players to be found late, for sure. Oh yeah, and the 49ers are going to do it anyway, because that's what they do.
Because if we keep forgetting that, even though we have a lot of players that we'd like to add, we have a pretty good team if they're healthy.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So,
in fact,
don't overspend Don't overspend on something stupid.
In fact, Matty, you're absolutely right. If the 49ers don't do anything at all, but bring all those injured players back, yeah, we contend. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is you have to continue to replenish, though, for the future.
Oh, I agree. Yep. I 100% agree. And so, yeah, that's I think we can pick up some decent free agents, 1 or 2. Obviously we've missed on the draft. I mean, it's funny. I mean, we've missed a lot on the draft, but at the same time, we've done a lot of good in the draft. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like depends on how you want to look at it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I want to make a comparison. I'd like to see the best drafting team, because the Eagles would have to be the best, both free agency and the draft, as they win that award every year. But I want to see everybody else in the NFL, and I want to make some comparisons. How many hits, how many misses do they get, and compared to 49ers? Because we really get on our guys. Matty.
Well, and then picking up Saquon was a big deal.
And everything else.
So, yeah. So, anyways, buddy, I was happy to see you tonight. It was funny before I saw you coming on. I was like, I wonder if Ronbo's going to sneak on tonight, a little later in the day. I'm like, oh, there he is.
I made a mistake. I told you I made a mistake. I said be back Sunday.
Oh, that's not a mistake.
I'll be back a couple more times this week, too. Matty,
all right, buddy.
Man. Have a great night. I'll see you.
You too, my friend.
Wednesday. Okay,
Tuesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
All right, buddy.
All right, Matty.
Wednesday. All right, buddy.
Night, fam.
Night, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, it could be, Matty, Tuesday. Well, let me see what I can do with my schedule here. Okay. Hey, yo, E!
Mama, what's good with you?
Matty, nerves are killing me, man. I don't know what the 49ers are going to do with Mac Jones. On your list of priorities and people that you feel that are totally necessary, where does Mac Jones rank?
I like Matt. I want to keep Matt, but I don't think we're going to keep Matt.
How come?
Because the quarterback position is so kind of light right now that he's going to be asked for a lot of teams. And our Super Bowl window is very close. We can't keep pushing it down, in my mind.
Yep.
Pushing it down the line with Bosa, CMC, all these people getting kind of a little older.
Yeah.
Trent Williams.
Yeah.
We need to fight right now. Like
CMC.
Take whatever you got and get what you can get today, and then we can worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't try to keep, we're saving this for tomorrow. We're saving this for tomorrow.
Nothing's to save.
And tomorrow never comes. So, like I said, I love Matt. I think he, saved our season, all that. But I want to say something because I think I want KC Conception and Omar Cooper. Both.
Concepcion, he just has a problem holding on to the ball. But that dude, oh my Lord. I don't want to sit with anybody team
And he
in NFC West. Good God. He ain't going to drop the ball all the
He
time.
light in the tub.
Ooh,
He's too light.
He is.
So he
but
can't be our X. So
Right.
that's why I said Omar Cooper for our X, and then we can slide him in. I want Piss all in our middle, but hopefully this little dude can do a little, hopefully not get hurt. Like, I love Ricky. He did good when he was on the field. But if the, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but they said he couldn't practice one day, Ricky. But after practice, he was playing basketball.
Uh-oh.
So it didn't set right for a lot of people.
Where did Ricky grow up?
Don't get me the line, man.
You know what? I mean, Ricky acts, and I'm gonna just say it. You know, I know a lot of brothers that behave like that. Ricky grew up with him. I can tell.
Yeah, like he
just the way his talk.
Walk around with that watch on and all that stuff.
Yeah, Ricky's more black.
You don't walk around in some areas with watches on.
Ricky, man, you got to stop, man. Oh my God, where'd you get that story from, E? About Ricky didn't feel like practice, but he's out playing. He's in basketball later. God, man.
Yeah, he was right. They got a basketball thing inside the sports thing, inside the workout room.
Okay.
They got a nice workout facility.
I know, but Ricky, come on, man. You get out stay on the field, get in the gym, get strong. You can play ball anytime, man. Come on, man.
Well, like I said, a lot of these people is young, and you know what I mean. And
I know, but you need to grow up.
We all did things when we was young.
Yeah. Responsibility wasn't a strong suit of mine either. But still, you in this situation though, as a professional, somebody need to get in your ear. Some of the old school guys on the team should go talk to him too. So
yes. Like you got to have a mentor or a leader or somebody. I think Brandon started filling his oats because he thought he was the man of the team. And then and Kyle Shanahan probably said something to him like, "We can do it without you," and he got mad. Like, you know what? Let's see. Something different happened in that situation because we ain't never seen nothing like that.
I know.
When is the last person that voided a contract?
I've never seen that. I can't remember any time since I've been watching football since a little kid. I don't ever remember anybody's contract getting completely null and void. What?
Me either. Like,
I didn't think that was legal. How do you do that?
Yeah, like what is that? Because you didn't go to practice? AI, right? Practice?
But he was doing worse than that. I mean, you're employed by the San Francisco 49ers. If we give you a call, if we send you a text for the millions of dollars we're paying you, you need to answer the goddamn phone or give us a text back or say something and not be in the facility for months. Are you serious? Yeah, your contract's out, gone, done.
Yeah,
all that guaranteed money, forget it.
Well, like I said, I like Matt, but I think he's going to be too price. Well, what is the word? Too good for us to not trade, and we're gonna have to give him up. And hopefully, we get a second rounder with a wide receiver, like a Addison or Dobbs or something like that.
Minnesota just fired. I want to get the
free agents on the line. We need 2 linemen.
Yeah.
If you need this season without 2 new linemen, I'm mad. Because we got pushed around, like you said, too much. And I don't like getting pushed.
I mean, womanized, just bullied. So,
you know what I mean? You got pushed in the dirt.
I mean,
let's get the 2 linemen. Let's get 2 wide receivers. Oh, we talking about Breece Hall. Breece Hall will back up CMC because he does the same thing. Because evidently, Robinson does what Kyle want him to do. And they was cracking on he was kind of the worst running back with yards. Robinson is his name, I think.
Brian Robinson. Yeah. So
he was used wrong. Yeah, he was used wrong. So evidently he's gonna be worse than yards. But CMC wasn't great either.
Well, yeah, because offensive line, I mean, you could blame some of that, put all that on Brian. Hey, we
Yeah,
gotta
they
go.
can't put it all on him.
I know. And that
And
story
when
must.
I
I don't know
seen
who
him
said
play, he
that.
did good.
When he played.
Brindle
But
got like Brindle and all. And like you said, we need a guard.
hey, we gotta go. I'm gonna see you in a couple of days.
You already know.
All right, Phil. Appreciate
You
you. Hey,
already
stay
know.
warm, man. I heard
Ronbo
it's
Sports.
unreasonably cold where you are. Ooh, damn.
Oh yeah, it's about to snow again. It's gonna snow tonight. It's gonna be a blizzard.
Ooh. All right, fam. Be
And I
easy.
got
Hunker
two houses
down.
do their sidewalk. I got two house sidewalks.
Damn. All right, fam. I'll see you in a couple of days. Stay warm.
Ronbo Sports. Love, like, subscribe. Bang bang nine again. Sucker
Night.
free. Let's go, Smooth. I ain't hear you from you yet. Let's go.
Night,
Bye,
fam.
Ronbo.
Bye.
Good night.
We go to Boston now with the dog. Jay, get in here, man. It's freezing ass. Come up out of the cold, man. You a long time. Get in here.
Yo, what's up, brother? What's going on, Ronbo? How you been, brother?
Doing all right, I mean, last season I thought we was gonna be like 3-12 or something, 14, and so we didn't embarrass ourselves. So I'm feeling good and looking forward to next season. I'm thinking 12-5 with a broke down team and 20 people missing. NFL, you're on notice.
Yeah, but man, Ronbo, man, it's hard, man, when you got what we got, man, when you got this man that's running a show.
I forgot
And
about that. You and Kyle.
and Kyle Shanahan, because you know how I do, Ronbo. And
I
let me
know.
just tell you right now, I
Run it
am the
down.
president of I hate Kyle Shanahan fan club.
Oh.
I'm the president. Boston
Yes.
in the house on Ronbo Sports. You know me, J Dog. I gotta tell it like it is. And Ronbo, I have to say, man, I am just so disgusted when I was listening to some of the callers from some of the previous shows, just sitting back and chilling, and just the complacency when guys are talking about, oh, I don't want to trade Mac Jones. Hey, listen, shout out to the last caller because he was dead on 1,000%. We need to strike now. Trent Williams is an older player. CMC is an older player. George Kittle is an older player. And our core guys are ready to go now, because now or never. Now, when you're talking about what we have now, you have to understand this. Kyle Shanahan is directly responsible for us not having the Lombardi number 6, because he never invested in the offensive line. Aside from paying Trent Williams the bag, the offensive line has never been priority, as it should have been. If you look at all the past Super Bowl winners, they all had a good to powerhouse offensive line. So that is a fact. Give me a team who didn't have a nice offensive line who's won the Super Bowl. You won't be able to find them. So why is it that Kyle Shanahan thinks that he could win?
You forgot to mention the Rams.
What's that?
The Rams.
Dog.
The Rams' offensive line was good when they won the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Dog. When we got beat by the Chiefs, was that a good offensive line, or was the refs the better offensive line?
No, it was decent. It was a decent offensive line. Our offensive line is trash. Our offensive line is completely trash.
It was.
And the proof of that will be that Kyle Shanahan is scared to run the ball on 4th and inches.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you need to see it? I mean, it's ridiculous. So we paid for that. So now let's talk about where we at now. We know what Kyle Shanahan, we know this and that. Let's talk about where we are now. Now, the fans that are reluctant to trade Mac Jones and all that, this and that. Get that out of your head. This is the 49ers. We don't need to be settling for anything. So now what you have is, Ronbo, I'm looking at the draft order, and I see the Jets at number 2. Okay? And if you're the New York Jets, put your New York Jets hat on real quick, Ronbo. Okay, I'm the 49ers. I make the call, and I said I want to give you Mac Jones. You don't have a quarterback. You're not going to go into this. You don't want to go into the season with Justin Fields as your quarterback. I'm going to give you Mac Jones, but I'm going to sweeten this deal for you. I'm going to give you Ricky Pearsall, and I'm going to give you a 4th-round pick, Ronbo. What do you say?
No, wait,
Give it to me, Ronbo.
You're giving me what? From the Jets?
I'm giving you Mac Jones. I'm going to give you Ricky Pearsall, and I'm gonna give you a 4th round pick, and I want your number 2. What are you saying?
Ooh, okay, but
I'd love to give you
can I tell
I'd
you
love to give
tomorrow?
you Brandon Ayuk. I'd love to give you Ayuk, but that give us a dead cap hit. You know what I mean? Before June 1st, so they're not put me in the hole. Ricky Pearsall, a 4th round pick, and Mac Jones. Ronbo, what are you saying? You're the New York Jets. Take the 49ers hat off and be objective. Let me hear what you got to say, Ronbo, because I need to know what Ronbo, the godfather of the 49ers, needs to say. Let's go.
We would have to give him our 27th also.
That's too greedy. I can't do it. I can't do that. I need my 1st round. You think we would have to give our 1st on top of Pearsall, a 4th, and Mac Jones? Look at their situation. They don't have
Dog, you got to trade it, though. You can't keep both, right? I mean, if I'm the Jets, all you're giving me is a couple players. I ain't get no draft pick? I want to switch 27 for 2?
All the way to number 2.
Okay, Jets. Who's your quarterback? Who you going into the season with? Who's your quarterback? Exactly. Right? Yeah. Who's your quarterback? Who's your quarterback?
There's nobody in the draft either.
You got a stud wide receiver out there who's going to go into another year with a Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor or who other bums you're going to throw out there?
They could just go get Malik Willis.
I don't mean to cut my man off, Ronbo, but a year ago, everybody was just screaming, fuck those picks. Now everybody got a different philosophy. Go ahead, my man.
I appreciate the pushback, but I'm gonna push back on that because you got to understand our core players are older players. We have to strike now. The Seahawks are going nowhere. The Rams are going nowhere. We have to strike now because if you try to say, okay, we're gonna play for the future right now, the Seahawks and the Rams are going to be dominant for the next 5 years. We don't know what these picks are going to turn out to. So you have to strike now when we at least have Trent Williams is old, but he's still good. CMC is old, but he's still good. This is our best chance. And if you look at our cap space, they got more cap space than us, and they got monster rosters already. So that's my pushback, if you can understand what I'm saying, brother. And I appreciate the jump in on my call because I needed some pushback. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. Ron, but what you got to say about that, bro?
Dog, you know what? We got to go. I'm a cop out on this because you got me stuck between a rock and a hard place. I can't even make no verbs or consonants, man. I'm gonna think about it before the show's over. I hope you stay on. I need to think about a few more minutes.
You don't think that's enough? Is that not enough to get the Jets thinking about it?
Well, yeah, no? But I don't know about that number 2 pick. What did the draft that I'm gonna want so bad at number 2 though? Okay, dog, let me think about it though.
I appreciate the call, man. Shout out to Ronbo. Shout out to Ronbo Sports. Shout out to the faithful, the chat worldwide. Boston in the house. I love y'all, man. Peace and shout out to everybody. I love y'all.
Love you, dog. Mr. 2, fam. Stay warm out there, bro.
Peace, man.
It would never happen, but I love the number 2 pick. It would never happen though.
Let's go check out. He's Atlanta GA. He is Trez as one of the founding members of TNT. Trez.
TNT in the building, Ronbo, one time in the offseason. Checking in with you, Ronbo. Look, I got a few things I got to put on the table. 49 fans, look, I live in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Quit hollering about Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is trash. Okay? I see Kyle Pitts every Sunday when he played with the Falcons. And don't nobody in this city want Kyle Pitts back on the Falcons. He's trash, Ronbo.
Hey, is that right?
Everybody sitting here saying, oh, Ronbo, he had this, it's contract time. You know what happened with contracts.
Sitting time. Out, moaning and groaning about. I mean, I'm worth way more money. I know. Right.
But they also had Drake London out for substantial time. He was the only receiver they had. He was the only thing they could throw to.
He could play.
So I'm sitting here saying, like, do they watch the NFL? Like, I watch all of the NFL, not just our team. I watch it all. Kyle Pitts is trash. He put up numbers this year because London went down. Moody was suspended for few games. He wasn't available, and he was the only thing they had on the field, Ronbo. So I'm sitting here like, and he doesn't block, Ronbo.
Uh-oh.
You know, Kyle requires you to block.
Yeah,
He don't
him and
block
Kyle
at
would have a
all.
big problem.
He's
yeah.
not. He's not. Look his history of when he was in college at Florida. He don't block. He never been a blocking tight end.
Diva too.
He's a hybrid tight end that can play a little, you know, both ways, receiver and catch. He ain't even reliable at catching. He has a lot of drops. So please stop hollering Kyle Pitts. 49ers ought to go out and get Kyle Pitts. Go on the other side.
I'm guilty.
No.
As charged. All right. Hey, Tress, I trust you, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop. Okay.
Yeah. So another thing, Ronbo, Kyle Shanahan has to start developing players, Ronbo. And what I'm getting at is that you see Robert Saleh take young guys and develop those guys. You know what I'm saying, on the defense. We'll start off and say, oh, this dude came out of nowhere. This dude playing at a great level. Kyle Shanahan developed nobody this year, Ronbo. Not one of our young offensive players played this year, Ronbo. He's been doing that for quite some time now. And like I'm kind of sick and tired of that. Like, man, get the young guys up and running. I don't want to hear nothing about his playbook is complicated, blah, blah, blah. This is football. These guys have been playing football all their lives. It ain't that complicated that they get to your team and you feel like, oh, they don't know how to play football. It take a year or two just to learn your system. Man, get out of here.
Wait, Trez, I just want to ask you one thing about that point right there before you go any further. Now, if I got guys that are already well seasoned and got everything down pat, and that's a guy I've had around for 3 or 4 years. Do I need to force that kid in early, or then he needs to be out there? That's the part that I don't understand what people say. We got to develop our talent, our young guys, Ronbo. At the expense of what are we drafting them for if they're not going to touch the field? Yeah, but what am I going to touch the field? What am I going to sit my pro that's getting it done for me every week? Why am I make him sit down though? But they wasn't getting it done. That's the thing. Well, that's why you've seen so many rookies on the field. All of them played last year, fam. On the field. All them rookies played last year. Who? What? Name one that didn't. I didn't see him. Only Jordan James was the only person that didn't play. Jordan James. That's all. Right. I'm finna that. Give me some more. Jordan James. Give me some more names. Okay. Who else did we have at Trez, everybody played except Jordan James. That's because McCaffrey was in the way, and Brian Robinson. That was the wrong move. Brian Robinson was the wrong move. He didn't even say that. Yeah, okay. That wasn't a smart move right there. Yeah. I just think Kyle got to do better at developing young players, man. We need. I agree. Give him a few snaps here and there, but he ain't coming out and just taking over the game. We need speed, Ronbo. Yeah, that's And what's going? He got to stay healthy, man. Oh my God, he got to stay healthy. He got to stay on the field. Yeah, Ricky's getting on my nerves. He got to stay on the field. His ass can play. But from my understanding, they were saying insiders saying that they gonna look to move him because they were disappointed in him. I said, "Damn, you that disappointed? You want to move him? Like really?" You're the second person that said that I've heard from. Yeah, it was an insider. And Ronaldo Green, the 49ers. Yeah. Oh, they definitely need to move him. He got on Kyle's last nerve in the middle of the game. Yeah. Kyle lost complete composure and went after his play. I've always had a problem with coaches that attack their players right there in front of everybody. And Kyle went off on Green. I've never seen him do that. Whoa. Well, Ronbo, did he deserve it? He did. I didn't see what he did. I kept asking him, what did he do? Did you guys see what he did? Somebody said he was over there starting a fight. He started a fight. It was a dumb penalty or something. He was about to get us. Yeah, it was something like that. It was something. Okay. Like that. But no. I'm out on him too. But we just got to develop our players, man. I'm seeing young cats just come out of nowhere. They, teams that drafted well and they play the young guys. They develop them, and I'm like, where is that on our team? We don't have that. Yeah. I'm with the first caller. The second call. We got to address this offensive line, bro. We got to address. We've been doing that. How long have we been talking about that? Right, for years. And it ain't no ifs and buts about it. I don't want them drafting another edge rusher
to save my life. No,
Get ready.
it's time out for that.
Yeah.
It's time out for that. No, ain't no get ready. If you want an edge rush, you better go buy one. Then.
They're gonna do it.
How about that? Go pay for one.
You know?
But no, you need to get quality offensive linemen.
Trez, always
We need to address this line.
always love talking to. We got to go, fam. But listen, I'll be back midweek.
All right, Ronbo.
It's off season. You got to get it
All
regularly.
right, I'm on vacation this week, so I should be good for all this week.
All right.
But
see you in a bit.
definitely that, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Have
Appreciate
a great
it. You too. Night, Trez. And Mr. Blockeye says we should have drafted Tyler Warren at tight end, Penn State. To be honest, I really wish I could find more time. I'm going to watch more college football this year. I'm going to try my best next season. It's too late now. Jason.
Hey, how you doing, Ronbo?
Jason, doing all right, man. You know, we got things going back and forth. We're not sure what's right, what's good. The people have had enough of Kyle. They've had enough of Kyle. Some of these folks some of our people had enough of Kyle 3 or 4 seasons ago. And so all of these things that are starting to surface, Rudy's in there talking like he's lost his damn mind. But then again, Rudy didn't have a lot to lose. But, you know, hey, Jason, Mac Jones, do you see him as being important for the future?
Yeah. I say like he holds the key for a lot of different things. And it's like I'm on the line about the whole situation with him because I wouldn't mind keeping him for at least another year because, like you said, we get the 3rd round pick or possibly a higher pick or more picks, depending on, you know what I'm saying, his because, you know, his stock can always go up. But then I would like to trade him, but if it's the right deal, it's like if you can bring a major player in, I feel like JJ or Brees Hall or, you know what I mean, another free agent, big name, that'll be able to give us what we need and not just, you know what I mean, you know, a swing and miss with a lot of the decisions that they make sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But then I still look at it like I'm hesitant because he still has, you know, stability and that he asked for us. But also it could be a lot of money to bring in, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to, yeah.
Jason, when's the last time, though? Do you remember any one season where Brock was on the field for 16, 17 weeks? Was there ever?
No, I don't think so. Even the first season was when he got hurt, right? Against
it
Philly.
was, huh? Yeah. And the next season?
So
he's not going to give you 17 weeks of football. This is why it sends chills down my spine when they say we don't have a backup because we're going to need one.
Right. And then also too, I want to say, you know, for the other caller too, with the trade with the Jets, if they were, because I know you said something about we might have to give up the number 27 pick.
Mm-hmm.
If we got to do all that, they got to give us Brees Hall too.
Yeah, because it just ended up being an exchange, but they still have a 1st round pick. I hear you. Yes.
Right. But I would be good with that trade. Like if we got to give up our 27th and we're giving up those other a 4th round too, and
gotta throw Brees in.
The 2 players, you gotta give me Brees too and number 2 pick.
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't gonna just you get the 2. Nah, I need him too. Thank you.
You know how happy Brock would see how happy he'd be to see Brees coming over to San Francisco. They were bros back in Iowa.
And
yeah.
Right, and you know that's like I said, that's been one of my favorites for the free agency anyway, one of my top ones. But I don't know if we're talking about the combine or anything, but the combine we need to basically look at every position group there is.
Yeah.
Number 1, offensive lineman, running back, wide receiver, tight end, DN, linebacker. Like I said, just try to build our team and because if we get fresh next year and just be able to try to build our team, because, you know, we're so injured. So not like we don't have a capable roster. But I think if we can just add to that and add some youth and, you know, just basically just try to do what we got to do and just add some big pieces, we got a Super Bowl.
I guarantee they need to be out there. But regarding the combine, any wide receiver comes zooming down there running 4.29, ignore him.
Yep.
Ignore him. You know what? Unless he weighs 215 pounds, and I need some size on him. If a pencil comes running down there at 4.29, man, y'all just don't pay him no mind. No.
We don't need another Ricky Pearsall. We don't need a piece of glass out there.
Gets hit once, he's done. Or his body, the human body, I don't even know if we're engineered to run sub 4.3s. Every last one of them pulls up lame at some point from week one. Sometimes don't even get out of camp. Look at Collins Cowan and Watkins. Do you remember who they are?
Yeah, but
See?
they don't get the opportunity to play. Because they've been injury prone, I guess you could say.
Well, they do play. Yeah, they go out there.
Weren't able to get on the field.
Oh, I'm so tired of that.
That comes back to drafting. We think we're getting the right picks, and we're not picking the right players.
Yeah,
you can just see it on all these other teams and got players that we could have had the opportunity to getting, and we just missed because we're like, oh no, let's pick this guy. He's better. Yeah, he can't stay on the field though.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that sucks, man.
If we get another wide receiver that spends most of his time on the IR or he'll be back, the time window is just, you know what, guys? Collins had a pulled hamstring for 2 years. Is that right? Okay, what?
Right.
Oh, man. So, and he can run. Watkins, both of them can move.
Yeah, I want to see him on the field. They, hopefully we can see that this year. And Kyle, like I said, going into year 10, he can make some adjustments and change up on his philosophy a little bit and get these players and get him in and play. Because we played Jordan James one play and look at how many yards he got.
He did well, didn't he?
And he didn't play all season. The last game of the season, that's crazy. Like, Kyle, you gotta play your guys, man.
And Isaac
didn't
play
your system if they're not out on the field.
Right? Well, they get a lot of work in practice, but they need to be game time experience. And Isaac didn't get one offensive snap all year. That's crazy.
Yeah. And we see, he should have been out there too. But he's in the doghouse, which that sucks though.
I don't know how he got in there.
He might have fumbled a few times here and there, but when he was out on the field, more times than none, he made a play that was very good for us and played I feel like it made a difference with our team out there, but he got in the doghouse with Kyle, which is crazy.
And once you get in there, it's hard to get out, ain't it?
Yeah, it's hard to get out.
Jason, good stuff, man.
I don't even think Ayuk got fully out of here.
No, Ayuk's probably still sending Kyle death threats anonymously.
maybe that's why he crashed out, huh?
I think so. So strange.
Yeah,
Jason, we got to go.
Do one last shout out before I go though.
Shout out
you, Ronbo. As always, thanks for the platform and the Niner faithful. My son GQ, my daughter Nana, my bro JB Flow 315. Check out his YouTube. You see him, you see me.
All right. Hey. What, J Flow?
Syracuse, New York. Yeah, J Flow 315. Check out his
J
YouTube.
Flow 315.
You see me.
All right, J Flow. All right,
thanks for the platform, Ronbo.
Thank you, E. All right. I mean, Jason.
All right, brother.
Night, fam.
All right, brother. I'll have another progress report coming in soon.
Looking forward to it. All right. J Flow.
All right, brother.
All right, fam. Night. Yeah, hey, Karen. What? Karen, get in here.
Hi, Ronbo.
We never get Karen at this time of year. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Ronbo. How are you?
Wait. This is not scoreboard, Karen. Who is this?
No, this is Karen Escobar.
Oh, yes. Karen, now I got put an E after Karen's name, Karen E. Because the other Karen, she always calls in on Friday nights to give us the scores. Hi, Karen Escobar. Come on in.
Hi, Ronbo. Oh, it's been a while.
I just got corrected. Her name was Sharon. I don't know why I got that mixed up. Karen, you will never be confused again. All right?
You know what? I love Sharon anyway, so it's all right. It's fine.
Cool. She is sweet. Karen,
she is.
We're looking at some very difficult things right now. if you're like me and it's a bad thing to do, but I can't help myself, I develop relationships that are really. I love Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne. He just makes my
so
day.
do I. So do I.
And if they leave, it's going to bother me tremendously. But Karen,
it's going to break my heart.
But we got to think about the team. Is it going to benefit us to lose both guys? Man.
No. We need Bourne because he can do so much for this team, and so can Mac.
He's talented, not just
that's the whole
fun.
thing. I know. And Mac, look at what he did when Purdy was out. Look exactly what he did when Purdy was out.
Had my heart racing.
He just did so freaking well. Same.
Remember when Kyle said, I looked up to put somebody else in to replace Mac because I thought he was hurt. I looked around and asked, where's Mac? I looked out on the field. He was already out in the huddle. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Mac. I went nuts. You know, this dude
bleeding
is a
and all.
warrior. Spitting blood up. He was just got through spitting the blood aside. This is a warrior born. Everybody does not have that kind of wiring. And he won. He won the damn game.
Oh, I know, especially against those Lambs. Are you kidding me?
Love him forever for that.
My heart was racing that whole game too.
Damn.
Oh my
I'll never forget that game. That was just such a wonderful thing. We're Super Bowl bound, so you guys just sit back out of the way. Okay.
Enjoy it now, sea chickens. Enjoy it now.
The Shams are even more funny. The Hawks were not talking much. For years, they've been kind of quiet, Karen. But Rudy and his boys,
I know.
They go nonstop. They never give a day off. Boom, boom, boom. The lips are just, y'all, the hell is wrong with you? You're always going to be behind us.
How many games we've won against you guys already?
They got a complex. You know, those 5 trophies.
They're obsessed.
You know, you guys dust off them old trophies and talk about them all the time. Win a modern day prop trophy. There's no expiration date on Super Bowl trophies, boy. Yeah, we want.
It's been over 30 years. Where's your other 3 to catch up with us?
Yes. Plenty of time. What's up? You know, what do you need, 5 more years? In 10 years, you will not have caught up. Doesn't matter. You're inferior.
No.
Your organization is second rate. And that's just the way it is. They just can't.
Oh, I know it.
They can't handle that. Just can't do it.
I mean, and you know, that Super Bowl was so bittersweet, though, for me and my family.
How come?
Because my father, unfortunately, passed away last month.
Oh, no, Karen. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Thank you, Ronbo. And he was a Seattle fan. So we were a house divided.
Karen,
Let me tell you.
You can't tell that story like that and laugh.
It's either that or I cry, Ronbo. I'd rather laugh.
Well, yes, please. I mean,
yes.
Oh, God. Well, you know, he would have loved it. And like I said, the Hawks have not been talking a lot of trash.
I know he would have. Trust me. We were loud for him.
Yeah, you know. And the Hawks have not been bothering me for the last few years after they, you know, remember the year they just beat us every time they seen us. I hated them then. And then Richard Sherman came to our team and I realized, you know, you cannot hate a guy for the uniform he's wearing because he could be in your uniform one day and you fall in love with him. Like Sherman's one of the greatest. Man, Sherman was great for the 49ers.
Sherman was amazing for our defense. Sherman was just, he was absolutely insane.
And a compassionate guy. Remember when Reuben Foster was sitting down in that courtroom because he had girl problems like he did the whole time he was with us? Do you know, Sherm showed up at the courthouse and he just got with us that year.
I know.
And he was sitting there supporting him. Sherm is just, he's not what people think or what we thought. So I changed on that.
No. And I think that was part of it was a persona for him. For whatever reason, he just played that role.
He did really well.
It worked for him.
Ooh.
It worked for him though.
And it works against Crabtree too, didn't it? Crabtree, Sherm got in his head like a magician. Wow. God.
Oh my gosh, him and Crabtree, that feud.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Crabtree couldn't focus. It worked.
No. And it worked like a charm. It worked like a charm. 1000%. And he's not going to live that down.
I know.
He's just not.
It finally ruined his career, I think. And then another cornerback took a page out of Sherm's book. What's that guy's name that played for the Patriots that jerked? Crabtree's wearing a chain around his neck, hanging chain. Of why? I can't imagine why you'd be that stupid. So the dude jerks the chain off of off of Crabtree's neck. Boom! Crabtree busts out fighting. Referee, boom! You both out of here. That cornerback's team
as it should have been. Of course.
God, I'll be making a habit of getting in here. I see you online all the time. We've been going back and forth for a while now. We got to go now.
Yeah.
Get back on there as soon as you can, will you?
I will, Ronbo.
See you online. Night, Karen.
Okay. Night. Bye.
Karen, I was shocked. It's Karen. It's like, hey, yo, Steven! Steve. Oh, Steven. Steven's probably in the kitchen because, like, Steven is Chef Steven, man. That dude, you hear him talk food, you know he knows what he's talking about. And speaking of Seahawks, here's Eric. Hey, Eric.
What's up, Ronbo?
Eric, man. We're sitting there waiting for the offseason to hurry up and go by so we can get back to business, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Eric, your birthday's tomorrow. So you know what that means, don't you?
Today.
Mm-hmm.
It's today.
Oh, it is today. Well, it's even better. I thought it was tomorrow.
Let me.
We
gotta do it.
We gotta do it. All right. Happy from the Niners to Eric birthday, 'cause he's such a cool Hawks fan. We didn't know they existed until we met E. Oh, happy birthday, Eric. May you live.
Oh my God.
To be 203. Happy birthday, Eric. Eric, from the Niners to you, Eric. Happy Niners! Sit directly to you, Eric. Birthday, my dude.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, you do anything special today?
How's the been doing tonight? Have been doing good?
We're hanging out.
Yeah.
You do anything special today?
Got to hang out with my niece and nephew this morning.
All right. So
it was a lot of fun to kind of wake up and have them come running in on me.
As long as it wasn't 6:30 or 7 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, kids, they don't want to go to bed. But, they do wake up early and got the same energy level they went to bed with, right? So it's hilarious. Sitting there sleeping in is like, they don't know yet. But in a few years, sleeping in is like, oh, that is such a wonderful thing. I love sleeping in with it. You don't get enough opportunities to do it. So when you do sleep in, man, look at the clock. No. Turn that around. Cut the phone clock off. Yeah. So, any deals going down or anything going on in the Emerald City that got you excited?
Well, I'm hearing that. I really want Walker to come back, but he might be done. I don't know why we would be done with him, though.
Man, you got a great defense. When you have a great defense, you need good running backs. Charbonnet's not going to be back probably until late next year, right?
Yeah, so unless we go running back early, we better get him back.
There's going to be some free agents out there, though. Really good. You know, Detroit's not going to keep Sonic and Boom. Sonic and Knuckles. What was that? Sonic and Knuckles, they're going to break that up. They're keeping which one is Sonic? Is that the quick one? It would make sense because Knuckles, because Montgomery's the bigger guy and stronger. He's got to be Knuckles. So Sonic's got to be, they're going to keep him. So Knuckles is a bad dude too. In fact, he fits the mold. Algier, another guy that's going to be free because Bijan's taking over in Atlanta. Oh my God, Eric! Brees Hall is available. Unless the Jets sign him and trade him, which is what we've been thinking we could pull off.
That's a birthday boy.
You guys getting Brees.
Oh.
I got a feeling. Damn.
You're not watching from stuff. It's cold.
I think he's coming in too. I mean, who knows? He might be coming to Seattle.
Yeah, I don't, Eric. I you know how I feel about you. I don't need you guys to get Brees Hall though.
I know.
No. Oh man. Because hey, you know what? Brees, when right, he's maybe a cut above. Walker is damn good. Brees may be a little better. Brees can actually carry a team. Not as well as Marshawn Lynch, but somewhere in that vicinity.
Yep.
So if Walker balks and cries too much, although Brees might be asking for the same price as Kenneth Walker. Walker's an MVP. How do you not pay him?
I guess we're going to find out, bud.
Bleep around and find out.
Yes, we're going to.
He will be taking up 5 minutes after, and he knows it too. Kenneth Walker will get a job 5 minutes after it has been determined that the Seahawks are not going to sign him. He is that kind of good.
Yeah. Oh man, and wouldn't it be? Wait, no. So you guys already got Robinson, right?
Yeah, he's not.
So how long is? Wait, who's the number 2 guy over there?
It was Brian.
That Robinson.
That's Robinson. Yeah. Bro, he's okay. He's not a cut above. I mean, he's not all that. James could start too. Robinson was okay, but he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. Eric, you know what? We're out of time. Happy birthday, Eric. I'll be back a couple of days.
Thanks,
and be looking for you.
Hey, bud.
All right. Night,
I'll be here, bud.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, bud.
Happy birthday. Night.
Thanks, bud.
Let's check back on Steven. Hey, Steven. I knew it. The kids got him. He's tied up, gagged on the floor. You know how kids love to go too far when they're playing with you. And you say, okay, let me untie me now. Hey, yo, Nigel. Oh, Michael out in Blizzard City. Travel.
Hey, Ronbo, yeah.
Travel bans.
Yep.
Power outages.
24 to 30, yep.
I didn't think you were going to be able to call.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm not home. I'm back. I had to get everything out of here. Yep.
You had to evacuate.
We're going to be, I could lose power for a week or two.
Ooh.
Yep. Because it's bad. Everybody's evacuating. Yep.
You could freeze to death sitting in a place with no power. Oh.
Well, I got to move the cats out of here because my room will turn into a freezer.
Yeah. No, hey. Don't forget the kitties.
I got to cover up everything because my cable box could freeze up, and it could be a fire going in the basement. It could be everything going off.
Oh.
I gotta get that. No, it's bad. It's gonna cover my whole window. I'm not gonna see out. I'm not gonna see in. It could crack it too. It could break my window too. And then you know what's gonna happen when it breaks my window?
Oh,
that snow's gonna come right in like a. It's gonna be like a.
Wow. Hey,
I'll be losing all my
of us who
49er stuff. I gotta move all that too. All my 49er stuff will get destroyed. Yep.
Those of us who don't live in those
That's why
conditions have no
panic.
idea.
Yeah, I know. Nikita's worried because if I lose power and there's nobody getting a hold, she freaks out.
Well, yeah. She's in Canada, though.
She knows what the code.
How do they?
Yep.
Houses are differently structured.
That's weird.
Probably.
I asked Amy, you guys get a lot of snow? She said nothing. I said, wow, nothing today, but we're getting bombed. I don't know who else is in the East Coast in the chat, boy.
J-Dog called a little while ago. He's in Boston.
Oh,
New York City's
Eric,
got
happy birthday, Eric. Yeah, happy
got a travel
birthday.
ban,
Nikita
too.
had her celebration today. Nikita's birthday is the 27th.
Nikita's birthday today.
You know,
Nikita, oh God! Hey, is Nikita? You there? Is she watching?
No. Nikita, no, her phone died, but her birthday is the 27th, but they celebrated today because all her family members. But yeah,
hopefully we'll be.
And tomorrow would have been 5 years with my father, so that's like another thing. That's imagine we're getting bombed with blizzards, and then it's 5 years. If my father had to deal with this, he would be out there, knowing him, shoveling 2 feet of snow, and I don't want that. No, it's bad for a guy.
I know.
You don't want no 79, almost 80-year-old man sitting there shoveling.
Yeah, and you got to know when to come inside and wrap up. Don't.
And I got to worry too tomorrow. I have to take my time too because I could end up having it. I can't take it now because I'm getting older.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter how old you are. In that kind of cold, that'll kill you. I've heard stories about Connecticut.
I just want baseball season, summer, spring. I want it all come quick, and then get the draft too. Because now I'm worried about
really
the 49ers now. Maybe I need to move out to San Francisco.
It gets cold on occasion, but nothing.
Yeah, but I can deal with I can deal with that and snow.
Compared to what you're getting.
That and snow.
And we cry about that on the West Coast too.
What'd you get for your birthday? I got to find out with Eric. What'd you get for your birthday? You probably got money too, because that's the best what Nikita gets. She gets some money for her birthday. You don't buy presents these days because you get presents and then it doesn't fit. You got to return it. Better off give them the money and they can buy what they want.
Hey, and not only that, it's not appreciated sometimes. It's like, did you buy your parents Mother's Day and Father's Day gifts as a kid? And they would be so nice about it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And you never see them use or wear it for the entire time. This is so sincere.
But I like how the one girl said she has one family member that's it. It's like my house. You got, she has Niners and Seahawks. I have Niners and Giants.
Yeah.
At least I can deal with the Giants. At least I can deal with the Giants because they'll be easy to beat. Seahawks is a team you got to worry about. Giants to beat.
The Giants are not going to be easy to beat forever. I look for the Giants a lot better this year.
They're going to be good. I think the teams are going to go. I think teams are going to start going down and be like the Rams. Once Matthew Stafford goes, Rams are going to start deflating.
Game over.
Deflate.
That's
game over.
Rudy's always talking. What are we going to bring in?
Game over. It's like unplugging the game system on Rudy.
You become average.
Game over.
Too much dependency on that dude. You become average.
Yeah, Seattle and San Francisco are going to be the two teams that's going to rise. The Rams are going to go down. Cardinals, if they can find the right quarterback and right players, maybe they'll start moving a little bit. They might even pass the Rams someday.
To the Arizona. Man, I wouldn't. Michael, if you're going to trade Mac Jones,
I think Mac Jones is going to stay one more year. He'll stay one more year. Yeah, I think he'll stay one more year. Then we'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of needy quarterbacks next year. Might be the right fit. You don't know. Might be other teams that need quarterbacks. Maybe Atlanta.
Well, yeah, but does the QB class look better next year in the draft?
Well, you got Manning if he comes out, the guy from Texas. If he comes out,
I know, but
I think
is he? Have you watched him play? When I hear about him, although he started coming on last year.
That's the problem with these college quarterbacks. They're good at college, but when they get to the pros, they look like lemons. Some of them look like they can't take it.
Is Manning is good though?
They're good. Some of them are not. It's hard. It's like you have to split.
Give me an opinion on Manning.
I don't think he's as good as Peyton and Eli. Nah, it's gonna take. I don't think. Nah, he's gonna probably be like his grandfather. I think. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe than his grandfather. I don't know. I can't say better.
Archie.
Time's gonna tell. I don't think he's gonna be like Eli. He's not gonna be like Peyton. He's got a lot to learn from them.
Archie was good It's just that he played with the Saints.
Archie was good, but I think he was on the wrong team. Yeah, he went to the Saints.
Yeah,
Bad thing.
I
He went. I mean, that's like. I mean, if Archie was playing for, like, say, San Francisco or somebody that had a good, offense, good line. Oh yeah,
because he could thread a needle with a pass. He just didn't have any time
Archie.
to throw it
Yeah,
wrong.
I feel bad for a guy. I mean, maybe some of these bad quarterbacks, if they go in our system, they probably do good. Ham Ward, some of the other guys, they maybe do good in our system. There's something about Shanahan and that does something with quarterbacks. I guess he polishes them and get them ready for the next team.
You can't say that. You know why? People say Kyle does not develop players. Now, see, that's why I didn't say anything. When people say that, I say, I don't know about
But look
that.
how Sam Darnold did. Look at Sam Darnold.
Look at Mac. He looks a lot different.
And Mac Jones, the next guy. Mac Jones could be the next Sam Darnold. Maybe he could be the one that wins the next Super Bowl with somebody else.
I'm not going to call Kyle
us,
a quarterback whisperer, but I do know most quarterbacks, if you got any talent, Kyle will find
Kyle.
it.
They love Kyle. They love Kyle somehow. They love Kyle. They always want to play with Kyle.
Michael, you can stay warm. We got to go. I'll tell you what, hopefully in the next couple of days.
I'll talk to you. Yeah, when are you going to be on again?
Next couple, I'm not sure if it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I got to see how I can figure this out here. We got Tony coming in next week to give us free agency breakdown. What's I'm going to do?
Yes.
All right.
All right, Ronbo, you have a good night. Stay safe, 49ers. All the East Coast guys, just stay safe and let's pray, man. Let's hope we all survive.
We're pulling for you, Michael.
Right on, man. We'll pray, buddy.
Night, Michael. Can you imagine? And can you imagine when the wind blows and that kind of cold? God. Hey, Steven. Steven, where you at, Steve? Steven.
I'm right here, Ronbo.
There you are. Well, Steven, Mac Jones is on the table tonight. So come in, lay your gun down on the table, and let's make a deal.
I've already said it. The guy from Philly, he kind of had it on there. But I'll say this, because he was telling me about he was talking about what team had the worst offensive line? Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots. Both of them had terrible offensive lines. Why? Because look at what they did. They couldn't even. Sam Darnold couldn't pass for shit, and neither could what's his name? I can't remember his name. The kid from the Patriots this year. What's his name? Drake May. All of it was. If anything, it was a soccer game, really. Maybe one touchdown. One touchdown. It was a soccer game the entire game. So yeah, we want to talk about what worst offensive line can win Super Bowls. Seattle Seahawks. Sorry, Eric. But most importantly, I'm not saying we should be complacent with the offensive line that we have now. I think we should still draft for offensive line. However, this year's draft, I haven't been really paying attention. I don't know how much talent there is in college. I know that there's a couple of tight ends here, sprinkled wide receivers here, maybe one or three QBs that are worth looking at. But in terms of offensive line or defensive line or even linebacker room, I don't even notice anybody. And no one stands out to me.
Because nobody wants to play offensive line. Kids in school, they're going for the sexiest position. They're going for the payday position. Offensive line? Well, unless the guy's really just a big kid who loves playing football, he's going to play tight end. So that's what's really sad about. Yeah. And if a power school is paying millions of dollars to these kids now, and you play offensive line, they're not going to call you. They can go get an offensive line wherever they want.
I mean, you hit it right on the head. Offensive line is not for the superstars. It's meant for the people for the love of the game. You know what I mean? The people who love to hit and who love to try to stop the hit. You know what I mean? Same thing with defensive line.
Right.
Defensive
line, no, edge rushers can get paid.
Edge rushers, they get that diva pay and diva position and whatever. They get scouted the most, but they do it for the love of the game. It's all for the love of the game, really. Defensive line and offensive line is for the love of the game. It's almost as equal as being a fullback.
Yeah.
But what I want to get at, man, is there are a lot of teams looking for quarterbacks. I was thinking, hey, you know what? Trade Mac to the Raiders for Max Crosby. Nah, they're going to look at that one kid out of college.
Fernando.
Because it just seems
Mendoza's already got that sewed up. They don't even need. They could skip the draft. Just go to number 2. Just don't even bother with number 1 unless you just want to bring him up stage and make a big noise.
Honestly, I'm okay with giving him first and second picks. You know what I mean? First and second for Max Crosby. Here you go. Boom. Goodbye. We'll take him. We'll take him off of you. Because we never hit in first and second round. We just we never do. And it's
so you said
rare
first round pick
do.
this year and next year, right? I thought like that. I said, you know, I'm on a second round pick. I don't want to give you 2 first because he's 28. What is he?
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's up there in age.
Yeah. Can I give you a first round this time and a second round next year, guys? Yeah. Mark will say no.
Or even a conditional. Be like, here's a conditional.
And I'd rather have a conditional.
Sweeten the pot.
If he gets 10 picks.
Here, since you guys like taking our sloppy seconds, take Brandon Ayuk with you too. Here, there we go. We'll give you this year's first round, next year's first round.
Don't offer BA
and Brandon Ayuk.
They'll hang the phone up. If I'm a GM and you offer me BA, okay, I can see you're not serious.
It's the Raiders.
Call me back when
it's
you're
the
serious.
Raiders. It's the Raiders. They picked up Alden Smith out of jail. I mean, really. Come on.
Touche, baby. You got me there.
They brought him in. They brought him in. Ain't nothing more than that. I mean, shit, they re-signed Henry Ruggs. That's why I'm like, hey, let them keep BA. Go ahead. I'm surprised they haven't even gotten Antonio Brown yet. But
they did, remember? He was there for 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he was in France. He was getting his feet fixed or something.
He walked out. But I think he was confused. I think he was thinking like the Raiders or like some other team or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm on a winning team. And then saw the logo and was like, nah, I quit. I retired.
This is a damn fool. He really is.
But you know what, man? We do need wide receivers because JJ is gone. They've already announced it. JJ is not going to be with us this year, which sucks. KB wants to be. And here's the thing. KB can get separation. He can get open.
No,
and Ricky Pearsall, I love the kid to death, man. He had some great plays where he did some crazy, like, one-handed catches. However, the man's made out of glass. He is a surefire unicorn. But with that being said, because he has that title, he's also extremely delicate, meaning, like, if he gets hurt, it's going to take a long time for him to come back. But when he does, goddamn, it's a highlight reel every time. That one-handed catch towards the outside, you can't. I have yet to see one of our receivers do something like that.
And DBs can't
caught it with his fingertips too.
He will kill you on a route.
He caught one with his fingertips behind his back. I mean,
when he's full extended, there's a photo. Fully extended, he caught that ball. It was just about to get past him, and he got it. Kept right on running. And he can play. And
then it hurts. It hurts to see something like talent like that go down like that. I mean, I hope for the best for Ricky. I really want to give him another chance. I really do. But I swear to God, man, if we go another season where he misses like 10 games again, just get rid of him. Do a fire sale.
No replacement.
You know, I mean, I hope Keon White does well though. I'm rooting for him. He got shot. You know, I think how many players is that now on the 49ers that got shot in this century?
In the Bay Area,
goddamn. Ronbo, in the same
city.
District, Valencia. Same district. I mean, really. Ricky Pearsall got shot on, what was it, Valencia Street? No, not Valencia.
I thought he was downtown near Market Square.
He was downtown. Yeah, no, he was downtown. Keon White got shot downtown.
Oh, God. We got to go, fam.
It's in the same spot, Ronbo. But,
and see, we missed you for two shows. I just realized, too. No, we'll be back Wednesday because everybody's saying do Wednesday, so we're going to do Wednesday. All right?
I don't see you on Wednesday, Ronbo. I'll try to make it on. I know I've missed a couple, but
I know you've been busy. We'll understand. We'll hate it, but we'll understand. All right.
Well, I also kind of lost faith in football because, you know, there's some fans out there, 49er Brian, who are complacent. So,
don't take Brian too seriously. He's just having fun. All right, Steven. Let me see you Wednesday. We'll talk to Brian together. All right. All right, fam.
All right.
Yo, Alice, the original E. That means we call E. In New Jersey, E could be E squared. Anything to be silly, Ronbo. Stop it. All right, Alice. All right, let's give Alice a minute. JT?
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How's it going?
JT, it could do better, but it is what it is, and we got this time of season where decisions have to be made, and they need to be made in an appropriate fashion to excel the team forward. You got Mac Jones, who probably could fetch some good picks. JT, do you believe if you can make a good pick, guaranteed good pick, you go ahead and do it, don't you? Or do you keep in mind that Mac Jones, without Mac Jones last year, we don't go 12-5. We just don't. So with that in mind, what are you going to do with Mac Jones? There's going to be offers.
Rombo, that's a real good question. And that's what brought me to this show today, is that question right there. I like this question.
Right.
I like Mac Jones, and I think he's a very valuable asset to the team. Had it not been for him, we wouldn't have been we wouldn't have had the record we'd have.
Hell no.
The 12 or no, we wouldn't have. No. So no, I find Mac Jones to be a very extremely valuable asset. And as far as I'm concerned, yes, I would trade Mac Jones and I would be listening to offers, but he wouldn't go cheap because his deal, we got him for $7 million a year. And as far as I'm concerned, teams are going to have to, they're going to have to put up if they really want him. I'm not going to settle for less.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if you can't pay, hang the phone up. I'm not here to entertain no third or fourth round
then you're
pick.
wasting my time.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good point. And it depends on who it is. I mean, like if for some reason, if the Patriots were to call, that's pick number 31. I don't need that. It depends on what the team is. The Patriots are going to call because they already had him. But I'm just using that for an example.
I would there was a caller who called you earlier, and I was with that caller. What he was talking about, we need to build our nucleus, the team's nucleus for our future players. We've busted so many times, Ronbo, in the draft. It's not even funny. There's been a lot of busts.
Yeah.
No, and it's demoralizing, Ronbo, to sit back, to watch the Rams, big great players, to watch the Seahawks, big great players. And once upon a time we were the team that they were trying to catch up to, and now we're the ones looking up, trying to catch them. And so as far as I'm
yeah.
Go ahead, Ronbo.
But we've had some good picks. That's JT. The only problem I have with condemning, we don't need all our picks, because we made some really good picks too. When you look down,
we did.
We got some Hall of Famers, but we've had a few that they're not even on the team anymore. And Shanahan and Lynch have only been with us this is the 10th year, and a number of those players that came in in the draft early in the draft they're not even playing. They're not even in the NFL anymore. Where is Reuben Foster?
They're busts.
Yeah,
they're busts. We got a lot of bust pick players.
Detroit versus everybody.
But anyway, Ronbo, my point is, Ronbo, look, if we're gonna trade Mac Jones, I want 2 seconds, or I want a second and a third pick,
at least,
and maybe a player.
Yeah,
very least. I want a player with that, but at the very least, I want a second and a third round pick minimum, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Because I want blue collar players. I'm after blue collar players. And the very first player that I would pick in the draft, I would pick a guard. I would pick the pick 27 would be the pick in the trenches. I want a guard. I've said this since last year, when I wanted that guard that went to the Cowboys. But now I want either that Vega kid from Penn State, or I want Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon and pick 27. And then afterwards, we can try to go pick up a receiver, hopefully Omar Cooper.
I like that idea, because the trenches is where the games are won and lost. Everybody in the league knows that. Hell, every team that has bad trenches knows. But they try to get cute, scheme it up. I've gotten to the point, I hate the word scheme it up. Let's just scheme it up.
I'm-
Get some talent
hey,
out
Ronbo,
there. You have to be worried about scheming nothing up.
I'm tired of being punked in the trenches. I'm tired of watching it. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm tired of watching that. So I would suggest the Niners go get a solid guard. Even the one from Iowa. You don't even have to pick Pregnon. There's Bo Stevens from Iowa. You can pick up Bo Stevens and Logan Jones because they have continuity together.
You pay attention. You got the
can
names
pick
down.
both
Look
of
at
those
you.
guys.
You know
Yeah.
exactly what you want.
Yeah, you could pick them too because they have the continuity together, and you could put them in San Francisco, and we could be rolling.
You know,
I'm telling you, Ronbo.
Are either one of them Polynesian?
Who?
The two guys just
No,
Yeah.
no, Bo Stevens. He's
See,
he's American. Bo Stevens.
I got this thing about
Caucasian.
I got this thing about Polynesian ball players though. That it's in their DNA. These are natural born warriors. We got Pony over on the right side. He came in from day one, ruling.
Oh, he was balling. And so that's what I'm saying, Robbo. If you get a solid, and I'm talking a blue-collared, solid left guard, so we don't have that revolving door no more. You solidify that position, and then you go, like, say maybe in the 4th or 5th round, and you go get a center. If you don't go get the center in free agency, the one Tyler
in Minnesota,
I forget it. Yeah, the one from Minnesota. If you fail to go get him, then go get the one from that won the championship in Indiana. Go get Pat Coogan, that 320-pounder right there.
Well, that's who you put at center. Ain't nobody going balling him around like, are you potty?
Yeah, and he's smart. He's smart, and he'll pick up the offense probably within the end of the year or by next year, guarantee. And then we don't have to worry about Brendale no more.
You know that. We call him Brindale. Is that sort of like?
No, I just been
Brenda?
watching other content creators call him that, and I got a kick out of that. Brindale, I like that.
Everybody's tired of him. He doesn't care. He's getting paid. We gotta go, JT. We gotta go. Good stuff. I love it. And that you know the
All right,
names of
Ronbo.
these offensive college players. I mean, offensive linemen.
And one more thing.
Real
One more
quick.
thing before I go in free agency.
Go ahead.
Go get me freaking Isaiah Likely, that blocking tight end. He would fit perfect.
I see his name all the time in the chat. All right, fam.
Go give me Isaiah Likely.
Be back Wednesday, JT, looking for you. All right, fam.
Oh, all right, Ronbo.
Right. Let's go check back in on Ellis. He usually comes in a second shot. If he didn't come in on 2, he never has strike 3.
Detroit's worse than everybody.
That poor boy, you know. But you know what? He may have something in that basketball team. The Knicks are crying because they know they can't. When every time Detroit plays, they beat the hell out of them. What kind of? That's the East. The Knicks are in trouble. But anyway, Ellis, give me some.
Detroit isn't anybody.
Anyway,
Mac Jones.
Yeah. Well, look, if we're not getting, at least a second, we need at least a second round pick minimum, and then I would say also like a 4th and like a player or something, like a quality player, like somebody that they don't have to be top tier, but it needs to be, somebody we can utilize.
Yeah.
He's worth like 3 picks, like a second, a 4th, and like a 6th or something. I mean, he's a day one starter.
Yes.
Like right now, you could put him in, and he's gonna ball. It just depends on what offense he's under or coach he's under, and what they're running and what their team is looking like. But he can go in and do what Sam Darnold did.
And Ellis,
You know what I
you
mean?
mentioned
Right
that.
now.
You know what's going to happen. Whoever takes him in is going to try to run the same offense as Kyle Shanahan. Pretty much what you do, or something similar.
Yeah.
You don't take him out of his comfort zone. Let him do what he does best. So whoever gets him, that's what's going to happen.
Another thing I was thinking about is what about Indy? What about Indianapolis? The Colts, they need a quarterback.
Oh,
they got Anthony Richardson, but he's coming off whatever injury. They had Riley Leonard.
I mean, Anthony Richardson. He embarrassed every brother in America, man. I'm tired, Coach. What?
Yeah,
You tired?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because he could. If Mac went to Indy, they could be balling right away. You know, with John
Alec,
Taylor.
They got to give us Alec though.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that.
Unless they resign him. They'd be stupid not to resign Alec Pierce, but
they're going to sign him. The owner would have to fire everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I wanted to do though, real quick, man, if we could just get a quick little moment of silence, man, and rest in peace to Rondell Moore, man.
Yeah,
real quick.
And Garindo put out a good message to let everybody know if you see somebody that's struggling with a mental issue, reach out to them.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Rondell, because that was, you know, I always had high hopes for him. He was a really good player. 25, I think,
25,
or something.
yeah,
24, 25.
yeah.
Very, very young man with a lot of, you know, a big future ahead of him, man. I don't know what was going on.
Right. I always wonder what in the world is going on in your life. You've got a great future ahead of you. Why do you want to take yourself out? Oh.
Yeah, very sad. I honestly was thinking we could have probably tried to get him for, you know, a decent cost and, you know, add him to the offense. Kyle could have really did some stuff with him because, shit, when he was with the Cardinals, you know, he was getting busy. You know, when we played against him, he made some plays against us.
Makes no sense. 25
yeah,
years
man.
old.
Just horrible. That's just horrible, man.
I just hope
But
we
rest in
don't find
peace to
out
him,
it
man.
was through some kind of a love romance because, you know, that bothers me. Dude, somebody talk to him. You're 25.
Yeah.
She's not the last lady on the planet. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he had a lot of siblings. He had several siblings, so he had from the looks of it, he had a support system, but you just never know, you know, with everybody having life go on, sometimes, you know, people don't pick up they don't set aside time to pick up that phone and check on one another and, you know, just kind of be, you know, present, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, everybody's kind of living their life and that happens. Sometimes
And when you see a family member,
unintentional.
what do? If they're okay, you don't second guess it. You get with it, right? Not knowing that they could be shielding or covering something up. You got to know your sibling really well. Is what it is. To know the signs. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man. I'm if we can just I don't know. The running back situation is. I'm anxious to see what Kyle plans on doing.
We are.
You know,
both
I don't
of
think
us.
we're going to bring anybody in. Brian Robinson, he could bring him back for the low, but if his price tag is too high, maybe Kyle won't do it just so he can have him again. But it's like if you're not going to utilize him, Kyle, to his strengths, you know, I mean, if you know that he's not good at, you know, finding the hole and you know, it has to be wide open in order for him to go. He doesn't move around. Like, would you see what Kenneth Walker was doing?
Yeah.
He was moving in between the tackles and making plays with his leg. He's not agile and can't go.
No. Now let's question though. Why did you get Jordan James? Why?
Well, you know, a lot of people forget Jordan James got hurt and was out for a large part of the season, and that's why he wasn't playing. So Kyle couldn't just throw him in after he had already gotten because that's why they went and got Brian Robinson. They got Brian Robinson after Jordan James got hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was out for a long ass time, and that was why. So once he was healthy and ready to come back in and play, they already had Brian Robinson and they paid him. You know, I mean, you know, he's a paid you know, a paid man, and it's, you know, he would have been disgruntled if he if a rookie got to come in and take any snaps away from him when he was already limited anyway. Behind Christian.
I was unaware of James being hurt because I said, why keep drafting these running backs, sit them down for a couple of years and then ship them out? Come on, man. Let's not do that again. But if he was hurt, okay, that explains it.
He had a broken bone of some sort. I think it was a lower leg or ankle or something like that. Somebody knows, but that's what I recall.
Well, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be Wednesday seems to be the day here. We're going to do Wednesday and Thursday this week. So we're looking for it. All right.
Okay, fam. All right, fam.
Yeah.
Detroit's worth a penny, probably, because there's nothing less than that.
Anyway, shout out all of the family. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like and subscribe. You're at Wipe Your Feet. Shout out Tony Tone, Donna, Tanisha, Frank, the Dragon family, and Smooth Show, and Don Purr, Purr. And shout out the chat, man. Shout out Nikita, Harold, and Money Mike, Jones. Yeah. Thanks for the platform, fam. As always, shout out production.
Thank you for being a part of it. All right, fam. Night, Ellis.
All right, fam. Shout out Brian. Peace.
Yeah. Oh, now here's a new twist. Normally, Smooth starts the program off. Here we are, almost to the close of the show, and there's Smooth. Get in there, man.
What's up, Ronbo? What's up, fam? Shout out to Ellis. Tanjan, Filmo, what's up? What's going on, bro?
Hey, as a matter of fact,
almost missed you, huh?
Wow, yeah, you almost did. You out rolling around in that Maserati, huh?
Oh, me? No, I'm in the Porsche.
Mercedes.
Side. I'm at home, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my Mercedes. I bought that for I bought the Mercedes for my mom, bro.
There you go. So
she got the Lexus and the Mercedes. She bought the Lexus. I bought the Mercedes. So
there you go.
It is what it is.
Rolling in high style. Love it.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
I mean, we're sitting there trying to figure out, because Mac Jones, a lot of us, like me, took for granted that Mac Jones would be there and ready to go to work come day one.
Hey, man, Shanahan, that was his quarterback post that draft. Everybody had us picking. Mac Jones did a bust-ass trade,
And but Shanahan also liked Sam Darnold. Remember, he was saying all kind of good things about Sam Darnold. When he said that, he lost credibility and respect from a lot of people. So, Kyle, what are you talking about? Sam Darnold ain't for shit. Going on. And Mac Jones, do you remember the riots that were going on amongst all our fans? Man, we ain't getting no Mac Jones, man. Justin Fields, Trey Lance, blah, blah, blah going on. Everybody hated Mac Jones. Scared to death to go get him.
Brian, I see you. What's up, dog? Yeah.
Now look.
Yeah, but it's a pattern though. If you really look at it, at the quarterbacks, remember how we needed a backup quarterback for our starters? Couldn't find one.
Yeah.
Now they just flood and they just coming to us. Now we don't have to ask them no more. They see what Donald did. They're following that. It's a pattern, man. That's why Mac wanted to come 49ers. Oh, I see what Brock Purdy did for Donald.
You know who's next.
Donald Super Bowl. So.
Hey, bro, are you ready for Zach? Doing that. Are you ready for Zach Wilson? See, somebody put Zach Wilson's name in there. I said, we seen Zach
Wilson. Look. All quarterbacks. I'll put it like this. This is my opinion. All players that get drafted in the NFL, they get drafted for a reason. Scouts see something in them that they can play in the pro level. But some get in the league, immature, do things, I made it, so, I don't have to work as hard. I can just slide on through. No, this is not college. You have to work for everything. And when they get to the NFL, see the real work they have to put in, some of them are just not cut out for it, bro. They become a bust. Some of them just want the money, just for the shine. They still haven't grown and matured yet. Yeah. But the ones that do have that talent, they're in the wrong system. They don't have a wrong cast around him. They don't have the right coach that can call the right plays. That's inexperienced.
Yeah.
Bro, it could be a whole bunch of things. That's why you see players be a bust for like 8 years, go to a team, all of a sudden they just flourish.
Except for Geno Smith.
So They come,
Gino!
man, that's a whole other story right there, bro. But yeah, bro. But Mac Jones, you can get two second rounds for him and a player. Because see, teams getting desperate. They're on the hot seat trying to hold on to their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Look, it was what? We had eight coach vacancies, I think, this season, if I'm correct. Now this no particular order. These are teams right here I'm not at home. I'm pulled over on the road. But these are teams right here I have going for Mac Jones that need a quarterback. The Colts, the Vikings, the Steelers, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals.
Ooh, the Dolphins. I forgot about them.
Yeah. They clean the house. Dolphins clean the house. New management, new everything. Coach, everything. Yeah. Chubb. Last show, you mentioned Chubb, but I started talking about something else. See, I hear things. I hear you, Ronbo. But I'll be going on and on. You have to stop me sometimes. So wait, I'm trying to make a point. But you don't do that. You just let me flow. I appreciate that. Much respect. But get back to Chubb. Chubb will be a good pick, man. You know, we don't want older players, but like I said before, I said you can't be old and slow. We're trying to get younger. No. But if you're older and you still can give us a year, 2 or 3 years, and you still got it, why not? It's not going to cost you much because they already made their pay. They already paid. Especially players that's looking for a ring.
Yes. And you know Bradley is.
Sniff the fucking playoff, and they haven't made playoff in years, right? They got cockwheels all through the building.
And
motherfucker made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Frustrated like mud, what?
You know, fam, Leonard Floyd is probably coming. You know, Raheem likes him.
Leonard Floyd out there. Key is still out there that we had. He's out there. Yeah. Notice this. Yep, he's out there. From Jacksonville, they let him go. You would think Salah's going to keep him, but not Salah. He won't go. He already see with the Niners. We slow, bro. We getting older. So what Seattle did.
These guys
he got a good young team to work with. He got a good defense to work with, man. He just need him a good offensive coordinator because he got a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
smooth.
He got something to work with. This is his last rodeo though. He fucked up. All he will be is a coordinator. That's all he's going to be.
You talking about Bradley Chubb?
Bradley, I'll take Chubb.
No, who are you talking about?
Cost us nothing.
No, when you said who this is his last chance, who are you giving your last chance to?
Oh, I'm talking about Robert Saleh.
Oh,
the coaching job.
Oh no, Saleh. I hate to say it, fam. But Robert will be back in 2 years.
Right, but this situation he's in now, he's in a better situation with Jacksonville than he was with the Jets.
If the owner says I will give you a certain amount of time, otherwise.
Just don't know which way is up, bro. You can't listen to these owners, man. They old and senile and all kind of other shit, bro.
That's the problem. Impatient. They don't understand the game of football. They don't have long here anyway. So they're trying to get a rush job. Unless
you
can't
have a rush job, especially in the NFL.
Yeah.
Doing all those personalities. Yeah. Hey man, when you be back on, bro? Because I got
Wednesday.
Off this Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All right. Sucker Free City, Times Out Filmo, Ronbo family. You don't know what it is, Sucker Free City. Smooth operator, I'm out. Dub City for
as smooth as he can be.
They call it up. Yeah, smooth. I got the need for speed now. Let me get up out of here. All right, I'm out.
Nice, smooth. Appreciate you getting in here.
Good night. All right, bro.
I thought we was going to have to do without smooth today. Now you got your daily smooth fix. And now, the man who has a very big opinion about the Dallas Cowboys, Lorenzo.
Fuck them Cowboys, Ronbo.
I love when you do that.
So nice.
I was sitting up here tripping, man, because like the 49ers, every year, Lorenzo, the 49ers always has those weeks or days before they have to do something, and everybody speculates because the 49ers keep their cards close to their chest. You'll never know what they're going to do until suddenly you hear the news, and you're either like, what? Oh, hell no. Why? It's one or the other. There's no in between, you know? So, Mac Jones, he's going to get some calls. People need Mac Jones. But what are they willing to give up? And will you take what they're giving up?
Yeah, I think we're in a really good spot on that, Rumble. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to even look for anybody to trade. I mean, you're going to get something good if you're going to get something. But
Oh, yeah,
you
you don't need to offer him. Just sit back and wait.
I mean, you're gonna get something good for Mac Jones. You know,
If
and
you need
not,
to get
it's
rid
only
of him, though,
7 million.
Lorenzo,
You know what I
are
mean?
you getting rid of Mac Jones?
I wouldn't. You know, because you never know. You know, we might have a badass team, and then Brock goes down. Then what? You know.
See that
You know, so
and Brock never
then
plays
that's the part when
every game.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, I think we have enough money to play around with and stuff. You know.
Yeah, enough
To get
yeah.
a few good, you know, to get 3 good veterans, I would think at least. You know.
You need 3? Because we got
I
plenty
mean,
of
3 or
guys
4.
coming
Yeah,
back.
because the rest is, we got some guys. And as far as first round, I thought Williams was a solid number 1 pick towards the end of the first round.
Oh yeah, he was. We found out after he left. A lot of guys didn't pay any attention. They didn't know how well we were doing against the run.
Yeah,
when he went down, you
we've
noticed.
We've had some good picks. It just didn't, you know, if I could get injured, you know.
I know. I'm so tired of that word. Every time you look up,
Armstead worked out pretty good. Yeah.
Hurt.
Buckner
How long is
worked
he out?
out pretty good.
That season ending. Damn.
30. Yeah. So I would keep them, but unless you guess, you know, somebody will make them an offer they can't refuse.
I know, right?
I mean,
Michael Corleone will be on the phone. I can already tell. I mean, you could see because the quarterback is serious. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's a make or break. And we've got 2 of them, but you know, I didn't tell you, but you know, if you're going to get a deal, make sure it's a real good deal. You know.
What's
like
a real
solid
good
young
deal?
player? Probably like a good D lineman or linebacker, you know, become like, I don't know, somebody on defense, I would think, you know, young or offensive line.
Yeah.
You know,
I would think
trade somebody for like a good offensive lineman, maybe, you know. But yeah, I don't know. That's above my pay grade, you know, so I don't try to get too involved in that.
No, but you know, a good offensive lineman, that's the hardest thing to deal for. You notice that? When's the last time we got Trent Williams, and we had to pay them? They paid.
But he doesn't have to be like an all-star. Just, you know, someone better than what we've got, you know.
Right, but they're all fam.
And a second round pick, you know.
Yes, but I'm noticing something. Most offensive, our offensive line was bad, but it wasn't the worst in the NFL. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
At one point last year, we were in the top 10. I might be mistaken, but we might have been in the top 10 this year. I'm thinking there's not a lot of good offensive lines anyway. So there's really not a lot.
But you
can
never
do about
know.
that.
You know, we need speed. That's what we need. I don't think because he didn't have anywhere to throw. You know, you look at the film, and it's like it's all covered. You know,
so
I mean, it's not
that'll
like
take a little stress off the offensive
line. I
line.
thought the offensive line, you know, that's a lot of, you know, it's not really all on the line. Yeah, so a lot of times they just couldn't get open. You know, but like there's nobody open.
You're right, and that's how the quarterback gets killed.
You know,
and everybody blames the offensive
We've got
line.
speed. We got speed. They just got to get on the field. So we'll see what happens. You never know. They might all come through and like, wow, none of them got hurt this year, you know? So you just never know about the NFL. You know, like Frank Gore, what he had, like 2 weeks, but she had a bunch of 3 surgeries before, you know, right out of college. In college.
I know, right?
Bad days. And then never got injured, you know? Yeah, he didn't get injured once. A long time.
And Lorenzo, X's and O's matter. If you got an offensive mind quarterback or a coach that knows how to assemble things so that you can get that receiver that's open quickly, you've got to have that. A lot of coaches don't have that kind of ability. This is why everybody stole from Kyle Shanahan this last 5 or 6 years. And that's why I say when people talk about Shanahan, man, I mean, you know, can you wait a minute? Who are you going to get that's that brilliant? Andy Reid, okay.
But even with what he had, though, remember there was a lot of drop passes this year. There was a lot of drops.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
I think
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't. There was a lot of first downs left out there, you know.
You've got to have
So
guys with
that was had
hands.
a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, like, not 15 drops. Who's it had 15 drops? Bourne, was it him? He had like a bunch.
No, because
I think
Kenneth,
he had the highest.
he went out on the field
Yeah, he
that much.
ordered.
A few years ago, he did that, though.
Yeah.
You know what?
Juwan had a lot of drops. Yeah. I forget one of those two. They had. Yeah, they had a lot. He had more than a couple.
Yeah, I remember something that really stuck out in my mind because they pissed me off so bad. I didn't count them all, but I remember there's a couple that really. Jamon, you catch that all day, every
just
day.
running right there, right in your hands. You should have.
He was running before he caught it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot of blame to go around. It just depends on the year. Ronbo, it's it. As long as we're still them fucking Cowboys, we're doing all right. Fuck them son bitches. Fuck them.
Yeah,
that makes my year every year. As long as we beat them badly in the standings, Fuck them Cowboys,
We better
right
talk
on,
bad about the
Ronbo.
Cowboys. See you Wednesday.
Y'all have a good week,
You too, Val.
Righty.
Have a great night.
Bang, bang.
Night.
Later.
Gang. Merrick.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Merrick. Well, Merrick, we're sitting here as if we're wondering what to do with Mac Jones. I really wish I could get Kyle on the phone. Kyle, listen, please do us a solid, Kyle. We know you, and you don't answer these kind of questions. But honestly, what are you going to do with Mac Jones? Hey, Merrick, what do you think he'd say?
Well, I think we should keep him personally, unless we get like a high second-round pick or even a late first-round pick. Otherwise, keep him.
Or you're going to end up with Kirk Cousins, because we have two guys on the roster that, maybe Rourke. I don't know anything about. Did you see Rourke in school?
No, I didn't.
I mean, some people say Rourke is just. The dude is a shiznit. He throws bullets. He's accurate. He's all that in a bag of chips. I've heard that before about quarterbacks. And then as I saw them in the NFL, give me the bag of chips. Because this is not working for me. And that's why I always worry, if I see a quarterback that does a good job, we can get him for 2 years. He'll be fine. Mac's not, what is he, 27? He'll be fine. Let's not rush him out of here. But
you always want a good backup quarterback, because you never know with injuries.
We just found out this last season the perfect example.
We got Brock Purdy because of injuries, because Trey Lance went down and Jimmy G went down.
Mm-hmm. And Brock's going to go down again. I'm hopeful it's not serious, but Brock hasn't given us a full season yet. So, your quarterback is going to...
I thought he gave us a full season in 2023, where he was in MVP running until that Baltimore game.
I was trying to think. There must have been one season he made it the whole year. That was the year.
I'm pretty sure 2023 he played the whole season.
That was the year we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
See? People give us a lot of crap from other teams. Oh, man, you got that. Hey, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about injuries. Okay, well, bleep you and don't ask me then. So if the 49ers don't get injured, they will not be stopped. That's the way it's been. How can we avoid injuries is the question. Can't.
I think you got to just prioritize offensive line, because if you look at our devastating playoff losses, they've all been because of our offensive line. Brock's elbow got crushed in 2022 because we couldn't block the Eagles' D-line. And the Super Bowl, Brock got a chance to hit Ayuk in the end zone, but Chris Jones got to him. And then this year with Seattle getting murdered twice in Week 18 and in the playoffs because our offensive line was bad.
The second time, wasn't it? And if you go back to 2019, there was that right guard it was so bad that the Chiefs smelled blood and they started rushing like piranha or shark right at that spot. And Jimmy got flooded on every shot. He had to get that ball out right now or he's down. And so, it's always that. That's the only way the Chiefs beat us. They found the chink in the armor and they came and got us. It took 4 quarters because we had that game. We had the game you just mentioned, 2023. That was ours. Remember Joe Montana standing in the stands? He's got his phone out. He wants to capture this moment as Brock Purdy's getting the throw to that touchdown. Puts the phone down and...
Yeah, he didn't have time because Chris Jones got there too quick.
Can you remember the feeling you had that day of hopelessness?
Try not to.
I every now and then I revisit that moment. I don't know why, but I sit there and I think about that. I stare off into space. Oh, if this is why when you see time travel movies and things like that, someone will always tell the guy, "Hey, whatever you do, don't change the sequence of anything. If you do, you won't exist yourself. Because if you change, history is all connected. Everything that happens on this planet is connected, right? So if you go in and change the course of history, you could eliminate yourself." So I'm thinking, if I could go back in time, then I stopped. If you go back in time, what? Because everything's connected. You ruin that moment for that particular thing just for your selfishness, planet ends. So it's really funny. But we got next time this happens on America, we gotta win it. It's time to stop with the Super Bowl losses.
Yeah, I feel like the ultimate insult to injury would be if the Cardinals win a Super Bowl before we get our 6th.
Oh God. Oh.
That probably won't happen, but the fact that it could happen is scary.
You know what? There's nothing we can't talk anymore. We can't say anything to anybody, even the shams. In fact, we're walking on thin ice now because both of them have 2 Super Bowls. The shams was way back. They call that one in St. Louis a modern day. That wasn't a modern day Super Bowl. They had VHS out at that time as well. You guys, all your Super Bowls on VHS. Yeah, that 90, you were at the top of the millennium hadn't even happened yet. What do you got a disc? So, it's got to end. They got 1 trophy. Take it back. The Hawks got 2, though. They're legit. They should have 3.
Yeah, they almost had 3, but they take it to 1.
Stupid. Mac, what else you want to add? Because we're going to run out of time. What do you think? Real quick.
Well, aside from O-line, I think we need to get some interior D-line help and then an edge rusher. Max Crosby would be nice, but that's not happening. We'd have to give up too much for him. So I think if you can get Trey Hendrickson or Joey Bosa and then some interior D-line help, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Receiver would be nice, but that's more of a luxury right now because our trenches are much more important.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out because free agency is coming up real quick and the draft is coming up faster too. All right, Mac. Always love to hear from you. All right. We'll see you Wednesday if you got time.
Yeah, free agency is beginning in March.
Isn't that April? I'm not sure. I think it's in April.
It was in March, then draft's in April.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm thinking, free agency's in March, April draft, I'm thinking, okay. All right, Mac. Have a great night, fam.
All right. Night.
Yo, Jeremy.
Hey, Rambo.
Hey, Jeremy. Come on in, man. We're sitting here. We're dealing Mac Jones or not. Come over to somebody's house. You bring in all kind of goodies and stuff like that. The host says, "I thought you could bring Mac Jones." I didn't tell you that.
Well, I look at it when they get at least 2 second-round picks and a decent player, or don't call us.
Yeah.
Because quarterbacks are hard to come by.
Damn.
Everybody wants them. And most of them come out college ain't no good.
Or it takes him 2 or 3 years to get better.
Mac Jones has been proven that he can be good. So he's got to be at least worth first two of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember Trevor Lawrence, the golden boy? Was that 5 years now? It took Trevor up until now to deliver.
Right.
He was the best of the class.
Most of them what? Most of them don't never do nothing.
Oh, so many.
So, Mac Jones proved he could this year. 8-5 ain't too bad for a first year team guy.
8-3, wasn't it? 8-5 or 8-3?
Yeah, 8-3.
Yeah. No, the last wow, you cannot get that from a backup. No way.
He's done proven that he can do it. There ain't many quarterbacks out there that's decent.
Kids come out of school,
so
they bomb.
I look at we could get a Cosby for him. People laugh at that, but hey, why not?
Well, because Mark Davis is a damn fool. You got to know who you're dealing with.
Mark Davis is a damn fool.
He is.
Tom Brady's over his deal now.
Oh.
And he said he's staying out of the picking order. He said he's going to leave that to his head coach and them.
Brady or
he said I done screwed up too many times messing with this, so I'm leaving it to my head coach. And
you know about Mark Davis?
Yep. He said I'm leaving it to my head coach and them now.
Now
he said I've screwed it up too many times.
Brady will encourage them to go after Mac Jones, and you know it. He will.
And he loves the 49ers.
Yeah, well, he's home. He's a local boy. So,
he loves 49ers. And you think about it, he just got done buying part of that soccer team. Cosby did.
Yeah.
That the 49ers own.
Yeah.
He also just bought a house in San Francisco.
Maybe Tom already talked to him.
Cosby did, so.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So who's to say he hadn't already made up his mind? He's coming 49ers. Because he can't throw a pitch and fit and decide I won't play for you.
Yeah.
Because he done said he ain't playing for Raiders no more.
Did he already make that statement?
He might just set out a year and then come over anyway.
No, I don't want him sitting out a year. They got to make sure that doesn't happen.
So,
Max Crosby.
He probably will come over either way.
Don't let us get Max Crosby.
Now
I lose my mind. Jeremy, God, Jesus. I got two of the most fiendish edges in the league, and I got an interior.
Hey, man, we can all dream.
Oh.
We can all dream.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have someone like him? Imagine Nick Bosa on one side, him on the other side. Offensive lines wouldn't stand a chance.
I got Michael Williams and Keon White in the interior.
And we got enough money to pay him. We got the second most money in the NFL to pay players.
And the 49ers will fool around and make it the number one because they can find a way to manipulate money. They do that all the time.
Oh, yeah. We got the money. Let's just get them over here. That's all we need, man. We'll be going to Super Bowl every year till he retired, till them two retire.
Jeremy, I tell you what, they're both looking for. I bet you, Lynch and Shanahan are definitely working that because they were quiet. They were going on Khalil Mack, and I didn't even realize it back then until we find out that Mark said hell no, and they offered a better deal than the Giants.
Staying out of it now.
The Bears. I know, right? It's a different day.
Yeah, he said he's staying out of it now. He said he's going to leave that to his head coach and him. He said I've screwed up too many times.
Jerry Jones ought to listen.
Yeah, Jerry Jones need to listen to all things. He's a cowboy. Who gives a damn about Jerry Jones? I don't care enough about them Cowboys or Kansas City, and I live in Missouri. I hate Kansas City and I hate Dallas. I lived in both.
You definitely
they both suck.
I'm telling you right now. You know what, though? Jerry Jones does serve a purpose.
I wish I could afford to live in San Francisco. I'd move to San Francisco in a heartbeat.
You feel bad. Most people in San Francisco
I just can't afford to live there.
God.
If I ever win the lotto, I'm moving to San Francisco.
Oh, God. Come out and panhandling with me and everybody else that lives out here.
Now I'm going to go to every game.
You know what, though? The thing is, the 49ers have got to put themselves – we're getting disrespected now. Even Cowboy fans are thinking we're funny. That's got to stop, you know?
Yeah, that's got to stop.
So we'll get it done.
Well, we do better than them every year anyway, so they hadn't done nothing in years, and they ain't going to do nothing as long as Jimmy Jones owns them, so that'd be all right.
Jerry's,
we're just going to keep doing better than them.
Yeah, which is all we really need for that satisfaction. Because remember the Cowboys was high and mighty, and we had to listen to them all the time? That was rough. There's been fist fights behind that often, you know, down through those years back then.
Oh, yeah. I used to have to fight my family all the time because that's out for Dallas and not for San Francisco. I got so sick of them talking about Dallas. I said, the hell with Dallas. I want Jerry Rice, John Montana, and Steve Young.
Yes. That's the team. That's for the record. That's America's team. Jerry, we got to go.
Yeah,
I'll see you Wednesday.
The May 49ers is American team, not no damn.
Damn, right.
Aikman wannabe.
Yes. Time for it to be changed. Jerry, I'm looking for you Wednesday, okay? Great to hear from you.
All righty. I know I don't call in much, but normally I ain't the smartest on the draft, so normally I don't call in around this time.
No. Whatever we hear from you is fine, Jeremy. Don't even worry about it. Just get it here when you do, because we love hearing from you.
All right. Love you too, man.
All right. Night, Jeremy.
Give me one of them 49ers hollers.
Oh, I can do that.
Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Will do, Jeremy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jeremy. Tan John.
Hey, Ronbo.
Tan John. We haven't heard from you in a minute. How you doing?
I know I'm doing okay. Just my son is in a new sport called lacrosse, so that's pretty cool.
Wait, he's playing
having
lacrosse?
a ball.
He's
playing
enjoying it?
lacrosse.
All right.
Huh?
He's playing lacrosse.
Yeah,
he enjoys that, does he?
Yeah. Well, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to give it a try, and what what the important thing is the fact that the family and the coaches, the men coaches, embraced them, and the team automatically embraced them, like it wasn't no undisciplinary type of thing happening. So it's pretty cool. Like I love it. And from that point on, he loves it.
That's good.
He's learning real quick.
We used to watch during track and field. Lacrosse is a spring summer sport. I remember we used to see those guys on the opposite field. I was really picking on the track field, but we used to see those guys across the field with the stick and the net, and and they're throwing that thing around. It was always interesting, but we couldn't figure out how not to get hurt. I mean, if you're swinging that stick, throwing that thing, what if my head just happens to be passing by? That's an interesting game. You know what? Lacrosse is actually, people think it's ice hockey. Lacrosse is actually the national sport of Canada.
Yeah, it's something, because I know for a fact that all them rich folks and well-off people play. It is. I said, well, my son is simulating, feel like he rich. So
there you go. It's either golf, tennis, lacrosse, or what's that game riding on a horse and you're hitting that ball on the ground? Which
roller derby, not roller derby, Kentucky Derby, I think.
No. This is the game. You got a stick, a hammer, or mallet, as they call it. No, that's. You hit a ball between these little rings on the ground, right?
Cricket. Is it cricket?
Yeah, that's no, cricket is with a mallet. That's British too. I'm not sure. What is that? Anyway,
I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it's called. It's like you got to take one of the 49er players.
Polo. Thanks, David Hodge.
Vernon Davis did it. Vernon Davis started out. He had.
It's polo.
Huh?
It's polo. POLLO. Polo.
Oh yeah.
You got these expensive outfits on. you're riding on a horse that has to cost at least $500,000, and you're rolling down the way.
Oh, that is polo. That's the one. I call it derby, but it's polo.
And you got to hit this ball. And I said, how do you not fall off the horse? So, Polo, like polo shirts. Now that we talked about everything but football, Tanjan, I know you're calling in with something. Mac Jones is your favorite. One of your favorite guys. What? They're talking about what they could get for him. What do you want for him, or do you want nothing but him, but to be left alone?
Can they just leave him alone? Like, why are you still shooting? Why are we still shooting ourselves in the foot? Like, what good is it to replace that good freaking backup quarterback with another one that may be a bust? And it's just like, we weren't gonna make it anyway. Yeah. That's the most dumbest thing ever. And I still say, nobody want to listen to me because I'm a woman, but I don't care.
No.
Like,
You're a woman who knows what she's talking about. Yeah, see, because
I know exactly. Mm-hmm. I've been watching this way too long. Like, I am a faithful. I think I took like maybe 3 years off of watching a game. 3 to maybe 4 years from watching football because Jay York and them pissed me off so much so. And politics got involved with sports. It's like I didn't need Nancy Pelosi to say crap about Kaepernick. Like, it's just too much. And it took a lot of, so I'm coming back into watching it, and I get to know everybody, but it's the same stupid stuff. Why don't you get rid of very good players for somebody young that may be young and stupid? Look at Brandon Ayuk, for example. Okay, you sit there, you pay these young folks this money, and he forgot that he has to play football, and we come to see you to play, and we're buying your jerseys, and we're supporting your raggedy ass, and all you do is mess up. You come out here, you act like you're bigger than thou, and then you don't feel like playing. You don't practice. Your beer belly, drink smelly, but you're 24, 25 years old, and everybody got excuses for him. Oh, he's young. This is why I don't want real young people. Like, if you're not ready to play freaking football, don't come to the Niners. We are ready to win games and get quest for 6. And everybody want to talk about somebody old. Well, he's experienced. He's been in there long enough, and he may not that West Coast offense and stuff we used to have and stuff, maybe that player did not work with over in the East Coast or the Midwest type of offensive line. And so he comes to the West Coast that works better, but you guys want to judge him because he's 40 years old or he's 38 years old, and this man still got it. And I just look at it like, it's not about who's fast enough, it's about how smart you are, how you can outsmart and outthink, because that's what the Sea Pigeons did to us. And they cheated at the same time. So it's like, they did both. Like, they outsmarted and they cheated. And so we got to get people, these youngsters that was in a defensive lineman, they didn't sit there, they did nothing but allow people to get yards on their asses. They didn't even stop them. Like, whatever happened to them watching film of your past players so you can represent. This is why you are who you're supposed to be. Look at some Deion Sanders did some defensive thing, and he caught a couple of interceptions. These are the things that you want to watch. These are the films that you want to watch, you know what I'm saying, as a young player, so you can understand this is how we got where we got. So I don't understand where's the hang up and where's the disconnect and what have you, but we're trying to win freaking games. We're not trying to be prejudiced towards who's young, who's old, what we can get for this person. Like, what the hell is that? Get rid of them weak-ass third-string quarterbacks. What can we get? We got to get rid of 2 damn weak-ass, whatever.
See, nobody wants the players of value. See, Mac Jones he may be the most valuable trade piece on this team that's not under contract or big-time contract, and should be. Mac Jones is at minimum a $40 million quarterback. But since he is a backup and they look at him that way, players say, let me give you a second round for him. No, I told you and everybody else, don't call here unless you got a first round pick or a second round pick. I'll be talked into a second round pick if I get 2. But you and I both know Mac Jones can play quarterback and do a job for your team, especially some teams out there. If the Jets call me, you and I both know Mac Jones can make all the difference in the world, and you continuing to look mediocre versus something that would look like at least upward trajectory would start getting underway. So, don't call me and try to play me But I don't want to trade Mac Jones anyway, so I make it so difficult that you have to give me first round picks for the next 3 or 4 years.
Because I know it would go off. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's Mac Purdy. That's what I call him, Mac Purdy.
I mean,
Because, here's my thing. If, for example, listen, I give people that, Brock Purdy is our quarterback, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? He's still coming in on his own, and he's still a good quarterback, a very good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But Mac Jones is real tough, see? Because Brock Purdy, things happen to him and all this type of stuff. And then people kept saying, well, he's not tall enough, he can't see all the players. Okay, well, his big brother can. Mac Jones can see players. That man got a throwing arm, and he can run. And I don't know, somebody sat there and said, well, Brock Purdy know how to run real fast. He can't run faster than Mac Jones.
Well,
Mac Jones got some legs.
They got different ways of working. But you know what? One thing about Mac Jones was out there with a broke leg. Mac was playing with all kind of injuries and still getting it done. This is something I'll always respect about Mac Jones. He did not sit down because he was in pain. Yeah, during the game. Yeah. Oh,
Listen. He's what manhood's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't out there shooting in no war. This is the war of football. So suck it up, spit that blood out, blow your nose, and get all that blood out, that clot out your nose. Get back in there and show them that you tougher than that.
You'd be a great coach there, John. We gotta go. I'm gonna see you Wednesday. Missed you a couple of weeks. Like you were saying, you were up to something, but still, don't make us wait. We can't wait for Dan, John. All right.
I love everybody. I love all the brothers, Smooth and Money Mac Jones, and all the family. Sharon missing, so we miss Sharon. The Australian guy, man, love the Australian guy.
Tony.
And the Mr. Fuck them Cowboys. Everybody is the coolest of the cool. All right? Not a gang, bang, bang.
Night there, John. Oh, God. Oh, and what is that? Fam, it's funny. What is that game that the guys are in front? Is that curling? Ah, do you ever see the look on their face? I don't want to disrespect the sport, but you got to get sweet, kind of get smooth as possible. That thing is just one of the best naps you'll ever get. Sit there on your sofa, lay back and relax, and just watch. It's better than any drug. It'll take you out. It's curling, right? Am I right? Hey, Tony, ATL, come on in, man.
Ronbo, good evening. Good evening. How's it going, sir?
It's going. The worry is starting now. Some of us are going through anxiety about what's going to happen with Mac Jones. Kyle has pretty much made clear that
Ronbo, what if the Miami Dolphins offer you guys a second-round pick for Mac Jones? What will you do?
Hey, wait a minute. The Dolphins finished in what position? What is their draft position? It's got to be in the top 10.
Around what, 14, 15, something like that?
Did they win some games finally?
Yeah, I know they beat us early in the year. Yeah, because we were 8 and 9, and we picked 13th, but the Rams have that pick, and Baltimore picks 14th. So they picked somewhere around there. I think they had the same record, 8 and 9.
Well, that goes shows
or 7 and 10. So they picked like 15, 16, somewhere around there.
I just goes to show the Raiders and Jets were really bad news. They're way up there in the top 5. And I didn't even know the Dolphins were doing so well that they were down that low. My God.
Yeah, because they got rid of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
they released Bradley Chubb, the outside linebacker edge, which I hope we sign. Yeah. They're getting rid of Tua, so I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't give a compensatory pick for Tua. So they're cleaning house. So what if they offered you a second rounder? What if the Raiders offered you guys 2 second-round picks for Mac Jones? And then the Raiders, they still gonna draft their quarterback for him to sit behind Mac Jones. What if they offered y'all a second-round pick?
When you said 2, now it's a whole other story, and that's pressure on the 49ers because the Raiders are the number 1 pick in the. Oh my! Well, you get pick number 36 or 3. Yeah.
But Ronbo, my memory, I just had a brain cramp. The Raiders wouldn't offer y'all a second round pick. I forgot, Mr. Davis. The Raiders ain't gonna mess with y'all as far as getting Mac Jones.
Did you just hear? Who was that just said? Jeremy. No, was that Jeremy? Somebody just said that Mark has decided to allow his head coach to make the personnel decisions. Because he's been messing up long
I'm sure Tom Brady has something to do with the personnel decisions.
I know, because
since he has a piece of the team.
I'm going to invest my money on this team. I need for you to step back. What? Yeah, I don't want you to be insulted or anything, but I'm thinking you haven't been doing a great job, right? And look at your team. You want this to
we're about
continue?
to release Kirk Cousins next month, and y'all can sign him. Mac Jones.
Thank you, Tony. I thought we were friends. I don't want Kirk Cousins. You know what though? Okay, Kirk Cousins, when he came in for you guys last year, he did a good job. Even though Trez
he
says,
did, but Ronbo, the reason why it's the money. We still owe him. We owed him like 100 and something million. We owed him like 36 million, 38 million. They were rumored to release him last year. It's gonna happen this year.
I know. It has to. Kirk may want to play a couple more seasons. He can't. Kirk wants to start somewhere. He could probably start in Miami.
And I'm not saying it's him, but I said this on the last time I was on your show. I think we're gonna sign Justin Fields to back up Michael Penix. That's just what I think.
Because there's some similarities in their games, and so the rest of the crew wouldn't be confused. So yeah, I can see where that can happen.
Well, when I was looking around the league, not many teams need a starting quarterback. A starter, not many. It's like a handful.
The Jets.
It's not many. It really isn't
Dolphins.
many. And Mac Jones starting, maybe Miami. Miami is definitely one team. The Raiders is one team.
The Jets, unless
like
you're
the
going
whole
to draft.
AFC South doesn't need a quarterback. The NFC South doesn't need a quarterback.
Mm.
The NFC North doesn't need a quarterback. Maybe Arizona. They got Jacoby, but they got Jacoby Brissett to hold down the fort until they get somebody. So I don't know.
So they can wait a year. And you know what? That would be very productive, because if you go ahead and wait another year, next year's draft is better from what most people are saying. Is that right?
Ronbo, I was thinking something, and I don't know, people, you could say I'm a Niner bandwagon jumper. Ronbo, even with y'all's injuries, Seattle, I think y'all were the team to beat. If Seattle hadn't beat y'all, y'all would have ended up in the Super Bowl. Look who y'all beat. Y'all beat the defending Super Bowl champions. The only team that stopped y'all was Seattle. If it wasn't for Seattle, y'all would have beat anybody else, Ronbo, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you know what? I got a feeling, though, when you prepare for games like that, weaknesses get exploited. The 49ers had some clear weaknesses that probably would have been exploited. So, they need to have full strength. They need all the personnel out there. People that don't need to be schemed up or told what to do.
True.
If I got Nick Bosa and Fred Warner out there, I don't need to worry about the defense. If they're both out, that's too much. Maybe one of the others still in, but that's too much. And the rest of the kids are out there. That's why we looked as good as we did when Kendrick, what's his name? Eric Kendrick. Kendrick went out there and immediately, the veteran he is, put those youngsters in position to make plays. Fred was doing that. But, of course, who we had out there before, he couldn't do it. So you got to have certain guys.
Ronbo, y'all had an excellent draft. Y'all had 11 players drafted in the 2025 draft, and 5 of them, all defensive players, played significant contributions in y'all season. Your first-round pick, Michael Williams, before he got hurt. Alfred Collins, your second-round pick, was just a stud all season. Nick Martin. Did Nick Martin get hurt, your third-round pick out of Oklahoma State?
Nick Martin is having comprehension issues, from what I understand. Now, they're saying after that got out, in order to save face, they're saying his concussion has lasted for months. Now, I understand the thing is, if a concussion lasts for months, it can kill you. So I'm trying to understand, guys.
Ronbo, that dude could play, though.
I've seen
he learns the system. That dude could play.
I know. I've said
I've seen him in college at Oklahoma State for 2 years. He can play.
Oh.
Then you got your other third-round pick, Upston Stout. Your corner, he's a stud. C.J. West, when he's healthy, You seen what he can do on the field out of
Some
Indiana.
monster. That was my guy.
So y'all had 5 defensive players that contributed this season.
That's what I'm saying. People get on the 49ers for their draft picks, but guys, not all of them are bad picks. There's going to be a couple here and there. But for the most part, those were all good picks. Our worst draft, was that 2023, 22? We did have a shit awful bad draft. I forget which one year it was, but it was kind of recent. And that's when people started talking about Shanahan and Lynch maybe on a hot seat that year. What year was that? Every last one of them is gone.
Yeah, I know. We are the 2022 draft. We are fixing to lose some players to free agency. Like I told you about Tyler Algier already.
Yeah.
Troy Anderson, who was our stud linebacker, inside linebacker, but after that first year and into that second year, he started getting hurt. He wins NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and then he was hurt. He ain't been healthy since. So I don't know if he's coming back or what's the situation with him. We're about to lose Arnold Ebiketie, our other second-round pick, that outside linebacker. We're finna lose some players to free agency.
Yeah. And Algier was just a machine before Bijan, but Bijan is
Yeah, and remember, 2022, only two rookies in the whole National Football League had 1,000 yards. One was Tyler Algier. The other one was Kenneth Walker, the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. So that's why, and Algier just steamrolled us that week. I remember that guy. Because I didn't know who he was.
With the right team, he's going to be a good fit for the right team. I hope we can bring him back, but he'll probably leave. And you can have a 2-back system where you can have that speed guy, and then you have the guy pound the rock, which Algier does. Algier get you 700 yards rushing a year.
See, that's always a good comment. That's how Nichols and Sonic. That's why they were just amazing. Detroit
And
had
Ronbo, y'all got to get Jordan James in your offense. Kyle, when it comes to y'all's running backs, you said this, and I've heard other Niner Empire say this. He is stubborn, man. I know McCaffrey got to get his carries, but get him some rest. Get him on the outside. Let these other guys touch the football 10, 12 times a game.
And you can't make Christian sit down. That's another thing. Bobby Turner probably brings him over there, and when Bobby turns his head, Christian's running back out on the field, instructing who was ever out there to go back and sit down. Christian's something else. I don't know what they're going to do about that. So, but Tony, we got to go. I tell you what, I'll be back Wednesday and I saw you campaigning for Wednesday. I'm fine with that. Okay, Wednesday it'll be.
And Ronbo, I guess this is the week because this is the last week of February. So I'm gonna be watching it's the combine this week. So I'm gonna start looking at
Ooh, I forgot.
college players.
Yes.
I hope y'all be looking for offensive linemen. Y'all should draft 2 offensive linemen in this draft.
3. We only have 7 picks, but
you
because one of them is not going to be any good. We draft one every year. Nick Zakelj is my favorite. They re-signed him to a 1-year deal, I guess. And Nick Zakelj's been with us, ever since Joe Montana
What about
retired.
the kid y'all drafted in the 7th round with your second 7th round pick this year, Connor Colby out of Iowa? Iowa usually produces good offensive linemen.
He did a good job when he was out there,
got
too.
on the field with you guys.
He was out there for a minute at left guard. He just needs more reps, I think.
Yep.
The kid we had at center. Yeah, Brindle does not need to be out there. I don't. But you know how it goes with center. Kyle's got to have a cerebral center that can diagnose a defense real quickly and get it back to the quarterback. Okay, fine. Can we teach that by any chance? Because, we got to go, fam. I'll be back Wednesday, as I say. Be looking for you while you're watching the combine. We'll get some feedback from you on that, too.
Yes, sir. And I'm interesting to see who's going to get franchised and who's going to get pissed off for being franchise tagged.
I know, right?
All right, sir. I'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Night, Tony.
Take care.
You too. Who is that Bengals receiver? The Bengals are such a fun team to watch because they just abuse their weaponry, except for Burrow. Hey, Bill.
Hello?
Yeah, David Hodge, yeah. Colby. But didn't they put him at left for a minute, David? Anyway, Because Pooty's not sitting down for anybody. Hey, Bill, come on in, man.
Ronbo, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. Doing great. We're sitting here waiting to see what's going to happen next. Well, notice, Bill, being a 49er fan, especially this time of year, you're always in waiting. You hear about rumors floating around. The media just manipulates every fan base out there. But it seems to be that they work us the hardest, right? And so we're sitting here waiting to see if any of these things are true. Damn it.
Well, Ronbo, I have some things to address. A monkey in the room. Some comments to make to a few 49er fans out there. One of them particularly, I'm going to call you out. A-Bomb, you've been caught wearing Dallas Cowboy stuff. So before you start questioning people's fanhood, please question yourself. I've not worn no Dallas Cowboy jersey, no Dallas Cowboy hat, no Dallas Cowboy anything. So I don't mean to bring this up there. And as far as you, Billy Bad, Snass, I can't say that name. Quit being a prick, man. And I'm a Niner fan, so don't question me. You got something to say? You let me roll up in your comment and say it to your face instead of being a little punk and throw people out of the lobby and putting them backstage to run in your mouth. Be a man and say it and quit running like a little coward. Now, let's get to the next monkey in the room.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we might not be only having but one international game this year.
How come? The one in Australia is pretty much already done. You the one in Mexico?
No, that's the one. This is the one in Australia. Count the one out in Mexico. It's out. We can't jeopardize our players. It's heated in there. It's not happening. It's going to get canceled. So
Australia or Mexico?
I don't know the where. Huh?
Australia or Mexico? No, in fact,
Mexico's being canceled.
Okay.
Mexico's going to get canceled. It's going far. I have family that's in that country, from that country, so I knew what was going on.
And they're hearing about that game getting canceled.
It's going to have to be. I mean, unless you want to put the players at risk of getting shot.
Well, okay, we're going to have to wait on that because the NFL is going to lose a lot of money. You know how they go. You know how they feel about that.
Right. Well, it is what it is. And I don't think we're trading Mac Jones. And I promise you, wait for it. The Raiders ain't getting 2 first-round picks from Max Crosby. And Max Crosby leaked it. He ain't going to stay in Raiders. And if he does stay, he's gonna walk away. You're going to lose a really good player in the NFL. And there's going to be some policy changes if they don't go ahead and take a 7th for Max. Because guess what? He's coming to the Bay one way or another. He's in his contract. So you don't have a say, Raiders. So it's done. It's in his contract. He's coming. I don't know when. I don't know how. It'll happen. As far as Ayuk, we should have offered nothing less than 2 firsts for him.
For Brandon Ayuk?
And let him go. Yeah, he'll be a good player, but he's just not a 49er player.
Bill,
he don't want to be on our team.
Bill. Nobody's going to give us 2 first-round picks for Brandon Ayuk.
The Raiders would.
No,
or give us Max Crosby. Give us Max Crosby and a first-round pick. What do you think about that?
Well, I love it, but I don't. The Raiders aren't. They're bad, but they're not that. That's just no. That's just unbelievable. Not going to happen. It's no.
Or maybe Brandon Ayuk and maybe a 2nd or a 3rd. What do you say?
Bill, you got a good point though, because the Raiders seem to love players that are just total mess ups. So yeah, you got to. You could be onto something. This is a tradition with the Raiders. The Raiders used to pick out, as the Pittsburgh Steelers, Chuck Noll used to call the Raiders, how do you say? The Oakland Raiders represent a criminal element in football.
I'm
he was right. You know what? But now they represent stupidity. So I don't know how they're going to do this.
It makes sense. Max Crosby, Brandon Ayuk, and maybe a 3rd, 4th or something to get Max Crosby. They're going to have to lower their expectations, get a really good receiver. He's not bad. He just don't want to play for us, and that's fine. So we need to promote that and get Max Crosby, sign Joey Bosa, and we're not getting rid of our backstream quarterback what's his name, Mac Jones. It's not happening. We need to calm down on that, and relax. And just hold her head up. Let the cards unfold. It may not happen. Some of these trades may not happen until after the draft. To be honest, we may not see Max Crosby not in uniform until after the draft.
Yeah, well.
So there's a lot that can happen between now and May.
True. Max he seems serious. He's showed no devotion toward going back to Vegas. So we're gonna find out.
He's made a rap song. It's been leaked. A few guys have leaked some rap songs that he's did, and he's indicated he's coming. So I don't know how it's happening. I don't know what they're gonna do. Just enjoy the magic. Don't get upset. Don't get emotional. To the 49er fans out there, 49er fans, just sit back. Get you some popcorn. Get you a beverage. Whatever you like, whether it's a beer, a soda, a Kool-Aid, whatever you want. Get you something that you like to drink. Pull your recliner up, and let's enjoy this offseason. Because I promise you, if they put down what I hear they're doing, number 6, here we come, in Levi South, in the Ram Stadium. You see chickens? Oh, yes, the Bears may be moving, but you're going to. Niners shout out. And about those Cowboys.
A Niner! Big Bill! Full on entertainment.
And the Cowboys, be sorry. You ain't seen it. You wish you were us. You're never going to be us. And we're not. By the way, stop calling us America's team. Because guess what? They're America's team and they suck. I'm out, man. I'm out.
Night, Bill. God. And Ian Sharp, thanks, Ian. Give Watkins, Cowing, and James plenty of time in the preseason. They need it. Absolutely. You know, in fact, they're the only ones who do play. Every year we play people in the preseason. And those two individuals, Watkins actually survived through preseason. Game 1, he made a fantastic catch. Remember that? Boom! Out! Oh! How long? Indefinite. Oh! Cowing has had that hamstring's been killing him for 2 years. Remember he came off the IR? Jacob Cowing, he may play this weekend. It's okay. And he comes out there. Oh, there goes. You can hear it. It sounded like a guitar riff. Plang. That's that hamstring. Oh, man. What is with you fast guys and no flexibility? Do yoga. See a kinesiologist. Maybe have that illegally, have that muscle replaced with some artificial material. Let us go to Tennessee. Papa Dragon P.
Oh, what's up? Just got done doing some yoga.
Pop, you can run a 4.3 and not twang that muscle every time, can't you? God. So tired. That's why I said, in the combine, there's always that dude. They come out there with the fire extinguisher and everything, spraying the track after he runs down the track. 4, 2, 7. What? And then I'm not reacting to that anymore.
Ronbo,
yeah.
I got Patrick Willis toe. I couldn't run a 44.3.
You got that same turf toe. Oh, that's got to be painful.
I couldn't run a 44.3. I'm telling you right now.
I believe you. You can't. That toe.
My 40-yard would start and it wouldn't end after the commercial.
As you try to hop down on one leg, don't let that foot hit the ground.
Tune in next week for the ending of Papa Dragon's 40. That's right.
Hey, Pop, have you heard anything about Mexico? Tanjon's going along with Bill. Don't go to Mexico. It's too dangerous. Go to the UK. When did Mexico become that kind of dangerous?
The world's dangerous.
To begin with.
Period.
So
that just to begin with. So you got to go to the touristy spots. If you go there, you'll be straight for the most part. Even when you go to Mexico, Mexico City is a beautiful place. I don't know if you've ever been.
Yeah,
it's pretty safe. Even Acapulco is relatively safe.
Oh,
but the point is that you can still get yourself into some trouble if you if you we're off the beaten path. So that does happen on occasion. And the world's a very dangerous place for Americans right now. We're not very liked.
Well, yeah. You know, so funny. You mentioned Mexico, though. I remember me and my boys. We just graduated high school. We drove down. For some reason, we decided to go down to Tijuana. There we are, crossing the border, Tijuana. Everybody told us, "Hey, guys, park your car on the U.S. side of the border, though, and walk into Tijuana." Man, why?
Yep.
You know? But one dude said he's going to get his seats redone too, because you get that done really cheap. We went into Tijuana drive-in. We got stopped 5 times. You got to pay not to go to jail. What?
Yeah.
We got out of there quick though. It's funny.
Yeah. No, but that's the for real thing. You know, that is for real. And these are the kind of things that you would not believe. Some of the stories I can tell you about there. You know, the bad ones are just crazy. I mean, they are really, really crazy.
No, I know you. I know.
But anyway, I you know, it's very interesting that the 49ers have added on to their travel this year. But hey, whatever. You know, you gotta understand. See, the 49ers,
and they wanted that.
The 49ers believe their players are aging like Benjamin Button. So
that's not
with that
happening.
belief,
God.
I'm just saying they'll be renegotiating with Trent Williams and he'll be like 51.
Well, no, it's going the other way. He'll be 12.
He's one of the few cats in the league that's got a private jet.
That's right, isn't it? Somebody asked to borrow that from him. Who was that? Yeah. I forget which player. That made me laugh so hard. I said, yeah, he asked me to borrow my dress.
He's offensive lineman.
Yeah, offensive lineman. That's what I tell you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you can't tell him nothing. Just like, hey, Trent, hey, man, you keep standing in the same stance every down. We can't disguise the play. You need to get down into the 3-point stance for this play.
I remember you brought that up mid-season somewhere. I remember you talking about that.
No, there's, like I said, there's this air of arrogance. But, man, I don't know. It just I really wish I was a fly on the wall with the 49ers right now, because it just seems like Kyle Shanahan is just kind of checked out a little bit. You know, like, oh, you're not going to give me a contract extension? Okay. All right. Well, I guess I got to go to Abu Dhabi for football.
Well, this money the money couldn't be counted how much he'd get paid. God.
Oh no, I already know he's getting $5 million.
If he was Abu Dhabi, that's
he's
15.
$5 million.
Yeah.
$5 million, dog. Mm-hmm. That's just stupid money. So he's got some respect over there. So if he don't have a job over here, he can go coach flag football.
You're joking, but you know,
so, yeah,
because the Middle Easterners, they love new stuff.
Joking.
They could try to get a league. Remember golf? Was that golfers that got in trouble for going over there by other golfers that didn't appreciate the fact they were going over there? And Abu Dhabi, isn't that the place where they were trying to upset the PGA? You know, let's not do that. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
No, we're not going to get into it, but, you know, I mean, ultimately, you know, this is a sport that's really has a lot of money in it, and a lot of money comes from the outside, and a lot of things affect the money. And right now, you know, if you got a player like last year, you know, we could have had Joey Bosa for $12 million. We could have had him, but we came at $9 million. You know, because they just negotiated. Well, they negotiated hard with everybody. They came with 9. So I say the same thing happens this year. This year they come at 12, but the next team is at 15. So then,
Joey, you think you get 15?
You know, yeah. Well, here's the problem. What would you do? Let's say, you know, you can't let them out. You can't let them out of the negotiation. You got to get them to say yes before you go someplace else, right? And that is the biggest problem. So we had opportunity to to get that receiver from the Rams, who they picked up. Damn, I can't think of his name.
Receiver.
Oh, their number one B.
You're talking
receiver.
about Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae wanted to come to the 49ers.
Yeah.
Rams outbid him. And I knew that was going to be bad for the league.
Mm.
You know, because
It almost
Devontae he is when he's healthy, he's got what Jerry Rice has. He just the ball's going to him, you can't stop him.
You're right, I know. He pulled
Right,
up
and
lame
then
in the
then they got
playoffs.
Puka.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puka plays like Dwight Clark.
No, really. Puka pisses me off,
does.
but he can play. Yeah.
Oh, he's just like a thinner tight end that can run. He just plays like, and it's just those are just top notch, receivers, and you got to have that in the NFL to keep a defense honest. And the 49ers can't expect to field Jawan Jennings or Pearsall has the chance to be special, but he can't stay on the field.
Oh.
If people realize that, I think Pearsall was like top 3 in the league for about while he was playing before he got hurt.
Oh, that first 3 weeks,
So he was like
killing. Huh.
Yeah, he was really good. Like I said, I know he can play, but it goes back to, like I say, just a lot of this debauchery. We just need Jed York to just man up, man, tighten his belt and say, I'm going to fix this. But seriously, he just needs to just man up and just be like, look, grow a couple inches, let his ball swell and hang out and just say, look, I got this. I'm going to fix this. I saw that documentary. I'm about to rock.
Bob, you know what? We got to go, Bob. But I want to ask you, what would Jed be doing? Because when I hear people say that, I say, what's he going to do? We got a time now, but remember that. I want to know, what is it that he can do? All right.
What is it that he can do?
Yeah, well, that's for nice stuff, because we're out of time now. We're going to get in trouble.
No. We can't. We're not going to talk about it right now. But there's a lot he can do, because like if he can get a microphone in front of his face, there's a lot he can do with his words. I mean, look what DeBartolo did with just his words.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
Like he got a lot of people fired up.
Yeah.
You can do a lot,
including us.
You can move mountains.
All right, fam. I'm gonna see you Wednesday. All right. Appreciate you, Pop, getting in 3 and 4 times in a row. Yes. All right.
Oh, amazing, isn't it? All right.
Night, Pop.
All right, man. Later.
All right. Hey, is the Winter Olympics over? I think it is, huh? Who was the curling champion? Hey, you know what's so funny? If you ask all around the country, did you watch the Winter Olympics? Yeah. Hey, we found out that Chloe Kim is Garrett's girlfriend. What? You know what's so funny? Because I didn't really know that until I said, wow, Miles, you found the littlest lady you could. Look at you two. That's hilarious. She's 5. I think Chloe's 5'3", or really 5'2" and something, almost 5'3". Garrett is like 6'4", and a near 300-pound rock. But you look at them together, that's pretty adorable. Anyway, the curling champion, who was it? We do know who won the ice hockey thing. Shout out to Canada. You guys have owned that sport for a long time. Americans haven't won that sport since the 80s from the Canadians. The biggest triumph for the Americans as far as ice hockey went was back the Miracle on Ice. And the Russians were just stacked. They had their baddest dudes. I mean, and we had a bunch of kids, and they beat them. That's the ice. That's the Olympics that the Americans, this was okay beating the Canadians, but that was the one that anybody, even if you just got born 3 weeks ago, you already know about that. The Miracle on Ice. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to see you Wednesday, and let's see what happens next. To them Niners. Thank you for the contributions, fam. Always appreciated. Have a great week. Enjoy your Sunday. Niners!